Hi and welcome, and thank you all for joining into this night's hangout. And I hope you really enjoyed it. So we'll see you again next week. Thank you for coming,
Okay.
and thank you, Bobby.
You're welcome. No, not all.
My usual start. So at the moment, as you can see, it's just us two. Although I am promised others are coming. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so. Because now everybody's back at work, it's a little harder to um, get things organized and ready the way we do. But I do have one thing that I want to say. Share screen, that's what I wanted. Um, I've been asked to share this one for you. So anybody who's going to be in and around the bike meet um, at this place, Cambridge Pinstriping, is that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pinstripe.
from 11 a.m. On the 5th of September this year. I think it goes on till quite late. I will show it again later on for those who haven't come up. And yeah, so we're hoping people are going to start getting back out and enjoying ourselves and enjoying meeting people and getting our bikes out and riding properly instead of having to do all sorts of rubbish that we don't want to be doing. So hopefully people will start meeting up again and us like enjoying ourselves as we normally do. So we do have our first comment from Big Bag Biker
Yeah.
Baz. Good night. Bye. Thank you. And Bobby, how's your week been?
Mine's been fine. It's been strange. Started a new job, left it because I've got given another new job that I started today, and the next shift is going to be tomorrow. It's all based in Ipswich, which is much better. And the money was just per hour was the same, so it seemed a no-brainer to me. Cut out all the travelling in between, trying to get to places that the other one would have had. So yeah, that was good. Bike wise, last night I went to Great Bentley, which is down near Clacton Way. They have a bike meet on Wednesday nights. I've never ever been. I've always known about it, but never been. But I went last night, and quite frankly, I was blown away by just how many bikes there were. And it just seemed constant. It wasn't that everybody turned up, and was there. It was just constant people arriving, and then some would disappear off, and then you get another big group turn up and stuff like that. So it was a nice constant change of bikes to sort of keep wandering up and down, having a look at as well, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah,
It was a good.
that's got to be some excellent stuff going on there.
Yeah, and there was some cool, and there was a few old cars and customized cars on there as well. Basically, they just take over the green in the middle of Great Bentley.
Yeah.
But there's nothing organised there as such. It's just everybody just turns up, and I'd hate to know how many bikes must have been there, all together at one time or another. So but I enjoyed it though. It was nice. I'm going to drag my son out next time to see if he wants to go and have a look.
Yay. So Kenneth says, good evening, Biker Nuts. So good evening to you. And
I
can't hear anything.
Not my fault. You should have come on earlier when we were testing everything.
With you in a minute.
Yeah, okay. And GB Model Zone says good evening, and I think he didn't get through first time, so he says good evening, Biker Nuts, and good evening, Biker Nuts again. And My Store Cracking Fighty says evening, lads. Good day, Dave and Pete. I hope you're both doing well. Yep, we are.
Thank you, Mice.
My mate Darth Peachy says great news on the job. On the job front, Dubby. Happy for you, mate. Also, hi. I've sent you a link if you're available to come on, Darth, on your WhatsApp. So you've got that if you can. You don't have to. Don't worry about that. Congrats, Pete. That's great news, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
And somebody called Weggy, Wegs, is it Wegs Motorcycles UK? I think that is. He says,
Yeah, I think we
"Have
need
a
to
fine
shoot
evening, all."
him.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I think he's a new bloke. Someone from the Suffolk crew, whatever that. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
I've
by the
heard
way,
of him.
by the way, Wiggy, thanks for the invite. Thanks for the inviting me into the Suffolk crew.
Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome aboard.
I do feel honoured and appreciated because I'm nowhere near Suffolk. Moy says, "G'day, Wiggy." Dave said, "I won't be joining tonight, but thanks. No problem, mate. Just watch and sit back and enjoy." G'day, Carl. Yeah, I got the message. Yeah, that's fine. And yo, Wiggy. Wigs. I put an S on that. Carl, do you hear us?
Let me out! I'm stuck in your pocket.
Carl,
Go!
do you hear me?
No, I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
You're very quiet. Yeah, poor Carl.
Has he actually got a mic?
I don't know. He might not have it plugged in the way he normally does. Air cooled says, "Evening all, evening air cooled." We're just trying to get Carl the Dingbat, resident jailbird, on the air.
Perhaps he's been banned from having his mic in his room.
Yeah, the warden is taking it away or something.
Boy.
So while we're waiting for Carl, have you got any ride-outs that you're going on or plans to go anywhere this weekend or next?
For the life of me, I can't remember. But at the moment, I need to reinsure my bike because it ran out yesterday. I know I haven't been out on it today. That's the very, very reason why it's stuck in the garage. But I had the letter come through, and then obviously all this messing around with these first temp job and then the other temp job. I thought, it just slipped my mind. But I know I can't use it, but I will get that all done in time for Saturday anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be working tomorrow, so the plans I did have for the ride out for a funeral run, I'm not going to be able to make, I'm afraid, because I've been asked to work tomorrow. So,
unfortunately, life comes first, and you have to work if you got a job.
Yes.
If that's your shift, then that's what you have to do.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be doing that. But yeah, over the weekend, I'm sure I'll find somewhere to go. If I can't remember if we have anything planned as yet for the next couple of days. I know we've got a chippy run coming up soon, which is nice. I like the idea of that.
Yeah, I've been on several chippy runs. Basically, one guy. One guy's chip run that started it all off for us. I've been on with his, and it's a pity he doesn't come online anymore because we miss him. But Wyvern Biker, we miss him. But well, it's his life. If he doesn't want to do YouTube anymore, which he hasn't done for a few years, that's up to him. But we miss him. We do miss him. We enjoy it. Carl, are you fixed yet?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a lot better now.
Okay, mate.
Was it turning the earphones around that fixed it, was it?
No.
Plug it in.
Been in the Bluetooth ones, fixed it, mate.
Yeah. Jim says he'll be with us shortly, so that's good news.
Cool.
So, Carl, how have you been this week, Carl?
Not too bad. I actually got for a ride out this weekend.
Yay!
Way.
First one in donkeys. Yeah, went up to what's its name, Matlock Bath.
Yeah, it's lovely there.
Yeah, it's bloody heaving, mind. So many people. Yeah, so
everybody wants to get it.
Yeah, we stopped off there at Matlock Bath for about 10-15 minutes, had a quick walk round, nobody was doing social distancing. It was just too many people there to do it anyway. So we just got it off somewhere else. Went off into Matlock itself. No, I had a bevy at the park. There's a big park in Matlock. I don't know if you know it.
Yeah. Because I'm in the Midlands, I do know Matlock Bath. I've been several times. It's a really nice place.
Yeah.
I've never managed to meet any of the other vloggers that go there at the same time, unfortunately. But yeah, it is a nice place, especially in the sun. Not so good in the
That
wet. So, sorry?
That is somewhere where I've always wanted to take a bike up to, because years ago we used to go up to Manchester and back an awful lot with my parents to go and see real good friends of ours. And we always went the back road, so we ended up going through Bakewell and Matlock and the likes. And I always loved that road, when you've been driving it. So that's on my bucket list. Get my bike up there one day, just have a poodle around.
Yeah,
beautiful.
It is a beautiful, nice place. The last time I went, we were going on Wyvern's chip shop run, and Phil 480 was with us on his GPZ 550, is it? I think it was the old one he's got. Anyway, as he was going around, his back light or whatever was just stuck on all the time, and when we pulled in, we had to fix that for him before he could carry on. But yeah, it's always good. It's always good on a ride out with lots of people, because there's always something to fix. When the first one I ever went to was Spicy Wentan, and while we were down there, one of the poor kid, I don't know how he did it, but he filled up his bike with oil and did everything he's supposed to do. And on the way down, he lost his oil cap. So all was just shooting out, and he didn't even know it. It was all around his back tire. But us lot all got together and fixed it for him, so he could keep going with lots of gaffer tape, a few rags, a bit of
chewing gum,
brake cleaner to get rid of the oil, so it will stick on there. And he got home. I think that was pretty good.
Good. Oh, bless him. Well, we had a real nice run out on last Saturday. Suffolk crew and the St Edmunds crew, we got together. Went to Walker's Cafe, that's in the Thetford Forest somewhere near Thetford, and then from there we went up to Yarmouth, Ormsby, Great Yarmouth. Stitch found a really nice place up there with absolute huge grounds and plenty of car parking space. So you didn't feel, even with I think there must have been, 50 of us, I reckon. 50 of us maybe. You didn't feel on top of everybody. Everybody had all their space. You didn't feel cramped or crowded, which was really nice. And it was just nice to have a chill out. And then we just grabbed a quick ice cream on the seafront and then back. And that was really nice. It was exactly what I needed last Saturday, I must admit. Really enjoyed it. I had a sore ass, mind you, but
some bikes give you that. This GP's this XJ600 that I'm riding at the moment, I can go hundreds of miles. But I think 450, 460 is the most I've done in one day, and I've not had a numb bump at all, not once. Yeah. But every other bike I've ever been on, except for my 900 Sprint, has had the same thing. So unless I'm getting older, I'm losing the feeling. It's just fine. GB Models said, should have said, Carl, you can come to my place up on the way. You could have met up. Yeah, well, he didn't know. Never mind. Maybe another time. Maybe when we can all meet together somewhere. That'll be great. Old Man Tony. Evening, Old Man Tony. Hello, gentlemen. And also the guy in the video too.
Hello.
Yeah, so we're not gentlemen. Fine, thank you. Yeah, come up, Dubby. Take you to the sites. He says.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do that, won't we? We have to make a point of trying to do that. Oh
So,
right, yeah, that's true. Yes, they also do fortnight there at the place I was talking about on Thursdays, and they've just started it again from this this Thursday, by the sounds of it. It was certainly a nice ride out, and it was at a lovely pace. It was neither too slow that you'd be bored or too fast that you felt you were being left behind or anything. That's exactly the sort of ride that I love. Everybody just keeping together and enjoying themselves.
Yeah, Moise says, good to hear people are getting out for a ride. I was happy to hear the crew got together for the ride. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good day, that.
Matlock Bath Chippy Run. Yeah, I was with my wife and biker on one of those. And I've been there twice in the past 5 years, I think it is. The once when I went there, it was just after I had my just after I was recovering after my fall at work. And it was too soon. It was definitely too soon. When I got there, I was I could barely get off my bike, and I still had to ride home.
Yeah, that's the end, isn't it?
But I had people with me all the way back to Birmingham, so I was looked after. I was fine.
Well,
but I had to test myself out because I had to make sure that I could still do the rides. It was I don't know, 8 months or so after my fall, something like that. And cool. I had 18 months off work for that.
Crikey!
It was mainly because of the hospital were very slow at giving me a second MRI scan because the trouble I had was the works insurers would not let me in back to work until they had a letter from the hospital to say I am fit for work. Because after the first one they thought maybe I've got MS and that's why I had my fall or something similar, and it took 12 months before I could get another MRI.
Crikey.
And they only give you 12 months sick pay, and then you have to start worrying about stuff. Where you're going to get your money from, because you can't sign on to look for work because I got a job.
Yeah, you only get statutory sick pay, don't you? And that's peanuts.
Yeah, I mean they'll only give you that for up to a year.
Statutory sick pay is 28 weeks. You'll get that for, and then you go on to.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's 28 weeks, and then it's on to the income supports, whatever it is. Yeah, but that's the one that lasts for a year.
Yeah,
and I even had to go for an interview at the place because I was still signing on the sick. Because obviously they want to make sure that they're not paying out for people that are not sick. And I went there, and I was probably the only one that went in and says, I want to work. I want to get back to work. I need to get back to work. But the insurers won't let me back to work till I get an MRI. And I was fine. And so many people that I saw was walking up to the outside, and then as soon as they get in, they're sort of going really slowly. And I'm thinking, yeah, you're swinging the lead.
Yeah, all of a sudden the limp suddenly appears, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Folk like that annoy me, really do. Because they're the ones that sort of make everybody think everybody in the system is actually
swinging the lead.
Swinging in the lead, yeah. When there's so many out there that need the money, and suddenly you got these idiots, and everybody's going, "Oh, no, don't pay them any money then."
I mean, there's so many stories. I mean, it's hard to pick out the ones that are genuine to the ones that are false, because the ones that are false seem to act it better than the ones that are genuine. The ones that are genuine and need it don't want it. They want to be working.
Yeah.
The ones that want it don't need it.
Yeah.
It's all over the place, I tell you.
Yeah, and that's the trouble. You're always going to get that in all walks of life, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, everybody's going to game the system. There's going to be so many people gaming the system.
Yeah.
Anyway, to bring it back to bikes, This week,
Yeah.
this week I've been mostly taking my carburetors off my bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that yesterday.
Okay.
So I've now got outside on the balcony there. I got 4 carburetors in a 25-gallon container, which is cut in half because that's going to be my parts washing container.
All right.
Because there's some problem with, for some reason, wives don't really like it when you are washing your carburetors in either the shower, the kitchen sink, or the bathroom sink. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know what
Or the
it is.
dishwasher. They get upset when you wash your bike parts in
Yeah.
the dishwasher as well.
Yeah, I'm the dishwasher. Yeah, so I thought rather than go down that line, honey, can I just do the washing? Yeah, what you washing? My carbs? No. I thought I'll just cut this little container up and I'll do it out there. That'll be fine. Strip them down, and hopefully in a week or two, they'll be back on the bike even, and it'll be running. Because me and my mate, we actually finally got time together that when we're downstairs taking everything apart. And when you spraying your carb cleaner in the top, it's running and ticking over lovely, and then it dies. We know it's not the fuel pump because we drained all the carbs, started it up with the carb cleaner in the tops, and then we opened up the drains and we got fuel in there again. So we know it's not that. It's definitely the jets or the needle valves or one of those that's blocked, not allowing fuel through.
Does sound like something, because it's not been used so long. It's just got cacked up.
Yeah, it's all that rubbish that they put in there.
So fingers crossed in a week, then you'll be hopefully back and working all right.
Yeah, a week or two, because I have to arrange a time when my mate can come down as well, because he's on call every other week or so. Because I don't have the physical strength now to manipulate things, and if you've ever tried to put on one carb through the rubbers, that's difficult. And this is 4 carbs all at the same time, trying to go through the rubbers and the airbox. So it's not that easy. Evening, Skeggy.
Hello.
Hey.
Are we well?
Yeah. And you?
Not bad, mate. Not bad.
Have you any information on ride-outs or get-togethers for this weekend or next weekend or during the week? I shall put you on main screen.
Oh, now then, all I've got coming up, Cambridge pinstriping meet, and I'm going to go on my phone just to get the details.
That is this one.
Oh, you got it there, have you?
Yeah.
No, that's perfect.
Because we were asked, Weggy asked us if we could advertise it, so I thought I'll do it several times during the show so people can see and get to know about it.
Spot on.
Yeah.
5th September, I'll tell you what, it'll be here before you know it, won't it?
Yeah, it will. It will.
The way this year...
I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to it, which is annoying.
You'll be there.
I want to be there, but family comes first, mate.
Yeah,
I totally agree, buddy. Why? What's happening family-wise? Is it when?
It's the grandson's birthday.
Bloody grandsons and granddaughters, 10 a penny.
Peachy says, "Where's the rest of the crew tonight, Dave?" And then you turn up, so he's there he is. Jiggly says, "Evening, Skeggy."
Evening, John.
And Kenneth says, "Dave, half a gallon of Redex and 1 gallon of fuel." Yep, I know. I've got an idea of putting Redex in with my fuel to get everything, keep it clear once I've cleaned the carbs out. That's not a problem. This will be the second time I've done it in 8 years that I've had the bike. But the first time I just... What you got there?
Mud City. Chocolate and vanilla.
Mud City.
Yeah. Never had chocolate and vanilla stout. Oh, hold on. Here goes. Right. Oh, I say. Jolly good show, sir. Jolly good show. What? Worth a little finger up, that one is.
Mike says, "G'day, Skiggy."
Mate. How we going?
Not far from Peterborough, methinks. I'm assuming that was the Cambridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
To my knowledge,
Pinstriping
they ordered same as before. It'll be at Market. Not
Market Deeping.
Is it
I
Market Deeping?
Yeah, that's where the place was last time.
Yeah.
Presume it's the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, all I've got to go on is this picture here. So I don't really know where it is or when it's going on till. I know it's open from 11 a.m.
Yeah, it's the Iron Horse Roadhouse. That's in Market Deeping.
Yeah.
Okay. Okie dokie. That helps. I know it says so written right there, but
Well, it's not Roadhouse, it's Ranch House, isn't it?
yeah. It's good. It's good enough. And Kenneth says, "Very posh, Giggy or posh."
One has to lift the little finger, you know.
Tank full of coke and rev it and not left 5 minutes down. Won't do the engine any good, but it make it easier to clean the carbs.
Tank full of coke.
Yeah, I tell you what.
The thing is, clean the carbs, then you have to clean the carbs afterwards to clean out the coke. It's not bad.
I'll just send the bike over to Gibraltar, and he can take it to his old place where he used to be, put it outside, and do it for me. I'll give you another penny. And we got that could be a bull. That could be doable. Doable, yeah.
Doable.
That could be doable. Oh, what the
What?
Oh, him.
Look, the hay fever is making me nose itch.
Must always a tan pack.
Dobby, I don't know what you get up into in your spare time, but you know, no. My worst.
That's me told off for the night.
No, never.
That's Skeggy, how's your dad doing?
Much better, thank you.
Excellent news.
Much better. It's good to see. I can see my old dad back again.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Worry over. Hopefully, just got to wait till all this COVID shit's finished, just so that he can actually have an operation properly.
Yeah, that's the only downside at the moment. All these. There's one guy I watch, which normally does a live between 8 and 9 today. So I always miss the last 15 minutes or so. But he was telling me that he had to go for a physio appointment, and they told him to wait outside in this back car park or whatever. And he was there for an hour, and he phoned them up, and he says, "Oh, don't worry, we'll come to you in a little bit. We just got to get rid of this other patient that we're working with." And after another 20, 25 minutes, he said, "Oh, forget this, I'll just go home." So he went home. Then they phoned him up and says, "Oh, we're not doing visits anymore. We're doing phone visits." And he said, "Well, why did you ask me to wait outside in the car park then?" Yeah. Moise says, Iron Horse Ranch House, 2 High Street, Market Dipping, Peterborough, PE6BE. BEB.
HTB. PE6ATB.
Yeah, when I see all these letters and words, they don't compute up here.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Why, out of everybody here, we got somebody from Australia to tell us where it is?
I don't know.
He knows how to use Google, and we don't.
Yeah, I don't know, but thanks for doing the Google search for us, because although I'm usually the one that has to do everything, it's much easier for me to do it when Weggy's host. When I'm host, I have to do everything, so it's much harder to do. But thank you very much for bringing that to our attention. And he says, good to hear that your dad's doing better. It is.
Yeah,
It's
I must
really
admit, it's a weight off my mind. It really is. It's one of them things. You know yourself, don't you? You know, when any family member's not great, but it got to the stage where he was having blood transfusions and all this sort of things were going off, and it's like I'm panicking enough just because he's in hospital where all the shit is.
Yeah.
And then to find out that he's got internal bleeding, he's having a blood transfusion and everything, and it's like, for fuck's sake, he only went in for a gallbladder operation.
Oh.
You know, initially, and then they said, "Oh no, we can't do it because of COVID-19 and everything like that." And they was like, "Oh right, okay." So then they sent him home. Meanwhile, because they sent him home, he ended up with an infection and internal bleeding and all these different things because he got a gallstone gone into the bile duct.
Ouch.
So, yeah, he gradually went downhill and turned from a 79-year-old to about a 102-year-old, I think.
And he's now back up to about an 84, getting down.
I'd say it's about a 79 and a half.
Okay, almost fully back.
Almost back. Well, the point is, he never behaved. He's my dad, for God's sake. He never behaved like a 79-year-old. You know, I mean, where do you think I get it from?
Do any of us act our age? I mean, for Pete's sake, I play video games, and in my head, I'm 18, 19.
Look, don't start with this, Dave. I've cancelled on Art of COD to come on this. And Gran Turismo's waiting for me later.
Yeah.
I sometimes play Tetris.
Oh, you're showing your age.
Yeah, no, not allowed a lot of electronical games inside there, are you?
You might be upgrading to Donkey Kong soon.
Donkey Kong. Oh yeah, I get that on my Amiga my Commodore 64.
Well,
Yeah.
I've got one of them.
Have you got a working Commodore 64?
I have.
Really?
Yeah, and working Commodore 64, a 16 plus. I've got an Amiga 500, a 600, and 4000.
You got 4000.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Dave, I've got a Sinclair Spectrum 128K.
Really? I had the first one, ZX80, and I had the 16K RAM pack. That after you spent an hour typing in, would short out and lose everything.
I used to put the tape in, and then for half an hour you sat there like it's going. By the time you're done, you got to play that one no more. This is boring. I'm putting Mega Man back on.
This is why at the moment I use an emulator on here, because you can either have it run your Amiga stuff at normal speed, so if it took 10 minutes to load, it will take 10 minutes to load, or you can have turbo speed where it will load up in about a second and a half, and then you're ready to play the game.
You're going to go the shortcut every time, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't need to have the in-depth feeling of having to wait for it to work.
Yeah.
But I'd still love to own a Commodore 60, a working Commodore 64. I have my 1200 that's not working. I'm assuming that it's the caps that are going to replace the capacitors.
Yeah, my 4000's a bit ropey on. I need to do the capacitors on that one day.
Mine works, and I don't really give a shit about it. If it works, it works. If it don't, it's going in the bin. Or should I say on eBay for spares or repair?
Yeah. Eccles says, I had Binatone tennis.
Hey, I had that. Oh, now that is going back some, isn't it?
Yeah. And any of us from kids from the late 70s, early 80s will be from Ataris to the upwards from there. So
was
we are the gaming generation. Forget you kids who think you're gamers. We are the generation that started it all.
They're now.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
nothing. I still use my C64, best computer ever.
Good class.
Mhm.
What was
Uh,
the first video game that you got hooked on?
Me.
Yeah.
The first video game I got hooked on would have been Donkey Kong in the Silver Change that was on High Street in Smethwick, where I was a kid. And I would go down there and I would play that game all the time. But the first game that I got hooked on on the computer was Spy versus Spy.
Yeah. My first one in an arcade, so to speak, was what was it called? Gradius or something? No, Galaxian.
Galaxian, yeah.
I play that a lot still. Evening,
Yeah.
Stitch. Evening, ladies.
Help me up.
Good evening.
Evening Stitch.
Hey, diddling, all right?
Plenty of space for you to come on if you want. Evening, Stitch. And
That's it.
anybody remember Crossfire?
Yes.
Nope.
I kind of remember Crossfire.
But I remember Crossfire, but not as a video game. I had Crossfire, the old by Mattel.
Yeah.
Mm.
You fired steel ball bearings at a bigger ball bearing in a plastic circle. It's Jim.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
It's shrunk.
Evening, CBFER.
He's a stiffer.
He's getting set up and getting ready. GB Model 7 says asteroids. Yay! With the with the vector graphics.
Hemorrhoids, excellent, mate.
Yep, I love vector graphics on those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, thanks. I'll be back later. Okay. See you later.
Hello, goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah. Hey, at least she's adding to our 130,000 viewers, so that's good. And,
You say it's good, but there was 160,000 earlier.
yeah, there was probably. Hi, Stitch. He says, excuse me. Echo says that was the one with the ball bearing.
That's right. It was brilliant. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant game.
And Evening Stitch.
I mean, it was basically like air hockey.
Yeah.
But with guns. I don't know why they don't trust children today with steel ball bearing firing guns. I mean, what's that?
Old Man Tony says I have a Spectrum 128 and an Amiga 500 Plus in the attic. I never really got into gaming. I prefer programming and making music. Yeah.
Yeah, I like making music, Tone. I know where you're coming from, mate. Hey.
Making music.
We'll say no more.
I went from the Sinclair ZX81 to the Commodore C64, then the Amiga 500, Amiga 500 Plus, Amiga 1200, and then my first PC. And that's where I went.
First PC was running Windows 3.1, not 3.1.1, just Windows 3.1. And I learned BIOS. I learned how to do it all.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
I was really fortunate that my best mate, who happened to be the best man at my wedding, and also the guy that was helping me fix my bike the other day, or taking the carbs off, he is as much into computers as me, and he was building his own computer. At the time, he was upgrading. He was going from a 25 DX to a 33 FX, was it? Anyway, it was a 33 megahertz that he was going to. And I had all his old bits, and he was showing me how to build it up together, and that's what I did. I built it up with his advice and help, and I got it doing. My first hard drive was 116 megabytes.
That was a monster, mate. My first hard drive was 20 meg.
This here is 16 gigabytes.
I know.
Ridiculous. I mean, this one here is 120 gigabytes. That's only a 2.5 inch.
I mean, It's amazing the amount of money you used to pay for things, wasn't there? I paid 200 quid for half a mega RAM.
I pay. Yeah, I did that. Well, it was £125 for half a mega RAM for my 500 Amiga 500, and now I look at it and I go, I'm paying 60 quid for 16 megabytes, 16 gigabytes rather. Ridiculous. Moy says, "G'day, Jim," and he's gone again. Never mind, he'll be back soon. I got Darth trying to get through as well. I think he's there. Let's add him. Hopefully he's there now, even if it's only microphone. Darth, are you there?
Hello.
Yay, you're there. Excellent. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, sorry, I've got mic only. I've got no camera. But
That's fine. That's fine, mate.
I wanted to jump on at least, say hi. How's it going, guys?
American vlogger.
Yeah, you keep sending me invites, and I thought, I'm going to jump on and say hello at least, even if I've got no mic and no camera on me.
Well,
So,
of course, I send you invite, Space. You're
Don't
always
say
welcome.
no mic. Don't say no mic. I'm thinking these fucking voices in my head again.
I'm always there in the back of your mind, Skeggy.
Yeah, go for a ride.
You
on
said
your
that.
Glad to hear about your dad, mate. Hopefully he stays on the up and it all comes good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will do now.
Nice.
GB says, sorry, mate. GB says playing better than hemorrhoids, which everything playing better than hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
This Weggy guy, he says, looking forward to running the crew and you lads up to the Skeg in August. Hopefully, my bike will be running and I can come. Hopefully.
Awesome job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. I've got it booked.
Jolly good.
Might be a little bit too far for Darth Beachy to come, but he's always welcome anyway.
You're joking. I'd have to hire another bike again. Mine's still in the garage. It's been sat in the garage for a year.
What?
Yeah. Oh, don't get me started. It was supposed to be a birthday present last year. My birthday's been and gone again, and it's still in the fucking garage.
When you say garage, do you mean showroom?
No. I mean garage. I mean like
He
fucking mechanic.
All right.
I mean mechanic. Yeah. Fortunately, we're running out of them. There's more and more mechanics around Gibber shutting down. As bikes are getting more sort of specialized, shall we say, more electronic and whatnot. So, and people are importing things like the H2s and sort of super bikes and things like this, and a lot of them doing track days and stuff. So they get all the servicing done in Spain.
Right.
So the mechanics that are here are focusing more on the mopeds, like the ones that actually get used. And
Sorry. What?
yeah, I know, mate. You want to see where mine is? Mine's sat in the middle of about 40 fucking mopeds. It's like you've got CBRF sat in the middle of about 40 fucking mopeds. It's been there for a year, and I said to him, "Did you not notice it? Because it kind of stands out."
He said, they've all got two wheels to me.
I said, oh, sorry, I forgot about it. How?
Yeah, no, me and the wife have had umpteen discussions with him, and unfortunately, there's just nowhere else to take it.
No.
And it's the sort of work that I need a ramp for, and I need specialist tools, and to take and all that. Because not only is the wiring bad, and wiring is, apart from the rim tape, which is that's really bad.
That's still a classic video, that.
Yeah.
But the wiring, me and wiring just don't fucking mix. It's like fucking oil and water. And so the bike's been sat for fucking ages, not least the amount of time it's been sat outside of his workshop.
Yeah.
So now there's other things that needs doing as well. Of course, the forks would have been pitted, the batteries run down, the fucking everything will have rusted by now. So it's going to need new chain, new sprocket. It just needs so much fucking work doing to it.
All the rubber's dried out.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I'm honestly thinking to myself, is it even worth trying to fucking fix? But
Yeah.
I haven't got the money to replace it.
No.
You know, my family chipped in.
Would have been cheaper to bring it over to UK.
Yeah, it would have been. I mean, this is the sad thing, you know. Like, it was a birthday present for my family last year. Everyone sort of chipped in and said, "Right, we're going to get your bike sorted for you." That was a big thing for me because no one else in my family really rides. Like, my dad's got a moped, my brother and my sister have got mopeds, but they don't really ride. They don't understand the sort of connection, you know.
Yeah.
So for them to sort of step up and say, "Look, we know that it means something to you, so we're going to get it sorted for your birthday." That was a big deal to me. It was you know, it was very heartwarming. But you know, a year later, it's still fucking sat there. So
Yeah.
yeah, but there it is.
Maybe we need to organise sending the boys round.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. We'll send the boys round.
This
That can be on.
this is being recorded, right? This conversation is being recorded. I'm not sure I want to be a party to this.
No, I mean Boy Scouts. You know, I've got the Boy Scouts on. They're all.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. We could get some helping hands to help out. You know.
I just thought I'd zoom in on Skeggy as he backpedaled furiously.
No, I never backpedal.
Yeah.
Besides that, I mean, you won't catch me doing anything wrong with boys. That's just wrong.
No, that's Carl up there's problem up there because that's why he's in prison.
I
I'm
mean,
only joking.
I'd be too busy petrol bombing his mechanic anyway.
Yeah. Moy says impossible mission for me. It was the best game, but it wasn't the best game. But it had me hooked for hours. Reggie says, any of you guys coming for further out in the day? If you're trip to Skeggy, we can create an overnight place for you for the day itself. Excellent. So if anybody wants to come, they're here. Just
Hey, just remember that Skegness is a seaside town. There are fucking hotels everywhere.
Yeah. I think what Weggy's actually planning on is getting everybody to stay in Skeggy's back garden.
Hey, look, there's room for some. I'll say that there's room for some. You might end up in a gazebo or the man cave. There's a bit.
You're not allowed anywhere near his bike. Not anywhere near. Evening, Chris, mate, says Wiggy.
Yeah, evening, Weggy. How you doing, mate?
Old man Tony, I paid £1,700 for my first PC around 1996. I never bought another, just continue to upgrade since I'm on my fourth case. Your fourth case?
So basically, he has replaced his PC.
Yeah, but no, it's like the broom, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's like the broom.
it's the broom all over again.
He says he's on his fourth case. I got 4 computers in that room there, all on their own. Just
what, in Dobby's room?
No, not in Dobby's room. In my spare room, in the office, I should say.
You pointed to Dobby's room.
Yes, I know. I know it looks like that.
It was about time you came and got your bloody shit out of my house, mate.
I'm warning you. But yeah, there's 4. I've just had one given to me, which it had a single core Sempron processor in it, and 2 gigabytes of RAM. And I was looking at it and said, I'm sure this board is better than that. So I looked at it and I went, yep, it's better than that. So I put my spare 3 gigahertz quad core chip in it, and it's running fine. I happen to have another 2 gig SIM that was the same, so I put that in, and that's working fine as well. Upgraded because it was a legit. I upgraded it to Windows 10. It's working fine. All I got to do now is find a home for it.
Because it was a legit. You saying that you sometimes do things that aren't legit?
All I would be prepared to say on air, of course, is that
Yeah. Anyway,
all of my life.
thank you very much, Norman Collier.
It's wonderful, this muted mic thing, isn't it? But I'm not going to slander myself live on air.
Mate.
Yeah, GB says, trying to find somewhere to crash on Saturday. I was thinking of coming over Saturday so I can take a steady trip over.
Oh, you should come over to Jib. I'll show you a few nice places to crash. There's one just at the top of the hill where I used to live.
Just to go over the brows, quite nice.
Just remember, just bring a spare leg.
Wiggy knows places to crash as well. Ask Wiggy. He's got some good crash places.
Before the mini roundabout or on the mini roundabout. Yeah.
So are there any get-togethers, ride-outs, or anything happening in your place?
I don't believe so, mate. No, we have the two big ones in a year. Is the one in August, which is we have loads of people coming down from Spain, Portugal, France, even a few from the UK. And that's the main one. You've got the Gentleman's Ride Out. They do that here as well. I think all that's been cancelled this year.
You have the big Harley, Chris.
You what, mate?
You have a big Harley meet, don't you?
Yeah, that's the one in August.
Oh,
it's
right.
not just Harleys. It's organised by the Harley Club.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, it's open to everything. But that won't be happening this year. They've called off fucking the National Day celebrations. They've called off the Miss Gibraltar fucking pageant, which is pretty popular over here. So I mean, yeah, it's everyone's still fucking shit scared of COVID, and rightly so, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'm sick of hearing about the bloody thing.
Yeah. Well, that's why I sort of uttered the words in bated breath.
You get sick and tired of the fact that it's just fucking ruined everything you've planned. And this year it's just like, there's no crap.
I know. I had a big fucking street party planned for Brexit Day, and that went out the window.
Psycho Paul says, evening all. Evening, Psycho.
It is Psycho Paul. Or is it Psycho or Picos?
It might be Picos. Oh, you know what I'm like with my reading.
Hey, look, I'm just as bad, don't you know?
Sorry if I got it wrong, mate.
It might be because his name's Paul Picos, because it is.
Yeah, because it's Paul, yeah.
I mean, don't tell me I'm dyslexic.
I am. I must be. I really must be. I see words and
I'm colourblind.
It
so.
just
You walked into any bras recently?
Yes, regularly. I've started doing this now, and I walk in so I don't hear myself.
At least he sees the funny side. Thanks, mate. Yeah, words get into this brain. You'd all know how smart I am, but words get into this brain that I read, and they just do not compute with the brain and the mouth. That it just doesn't work.
Dave, you say you're smart, but you are the one that sat there and upset everybody else who's watching when you said, my best mate, and everybody went, oh, it means me.
No, none of you might.
Coming round to fix my bike, and everybody went, oh.
Yeah, of course it is.
I thought I was his best mate, but I'm not.
No, you're my best. You're my bestest vlogger, mate.
We're best internet mates.
Yeah.
Intimate.
I'm not going down that one.
Best intimate mate and best inmate.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was just gonna say, Skaggy. It's funny how kind of technology's evolved. We used to have pen pals, didn't we? And then it went into fucking WhatsApp and Facebook and all that. And now we seem to have gone back to pen pals again.
Yeah. Now we've got flashing Warcraft. Flashing Warcraft symbols.
Paul says, good pick, Darth Peachy. I'm currently playing WoW class now.
Oh, nice. I have gone back to classic. I mean, for me, Wrath of the Lich King was the best expansion ever, so I wouldn't play classic because of that. Unless they come back with a Wrath classic version, then I might be tempted.
Whatever
But
you
yeah,
say.
last couple of
Warcraft.
years I've been doing a lot of
Yeah.
gaming. You were saying before about playing computer games, Dave, and yeah, I've been doing a lot of gaming the last few years.
Look, I
which
like
is-
computer games. I'm not a geek like Dave.
I am. I've turned into one. I've turned into a real fucking cave dwelling computer geek.
Yeah. I like things like COD, but I like things to be accurate. I don't like it when they suddenly started getting modern, and I'm like, that's not been invented yet. That's wrong. This is not COD. This is wrong.
Talking about him being a cave dwelling geek that's playing computers. The real reason why he hasn't got a camera on is because he's also 24 stone now.
Make a big hairy mofo.
Yeah, I put 5 kilos on over this COVID nonsense.
It's the
Terrible.
camera. The camera adds a few hundred
Yeah.
pounds.
Well, I must admit, it must do, mate, because you look quite beastly on that photo.
Oh yeah.
Looks like he's got my sword with him.
Honestly, I just picked that because I haven't actually got any pictures on this PC. It's a fairly new PC. I've got no pictures on it because I haven't been out in a couple of years.
Paul says, guess the others don't have a clue what we're talking about.
Yes, I do. Yeah. No.
No.
World of Warcraft.
If it helps, I recently watched a Warhammer film.
yeah, that's close enough.
Sort of,
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
yeah, sort of close.
It's sort of
Evening,
close.
Jim. Jim says, evening, guys. Some people are going to get a service tomorrow. Serve tomorrow.
I think he means a search.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Hmm.
Maybe Carl's up for the old internal. Maybe.
Yes.
He's going to wear the rubber gloves.
Carl, breathe in, mate.
Made me feel uncomfortable.
Well, just give me a high five.
Hold on.
Other way. There you go. Yay.
I feel defiled.
Well, you look like a ventriloquist puppet. Why can't I say that now?
Ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist puppet.
Dummy. Yeah.
With your hand up his jacksie.
Thanks, Dave.
I can always move you around.
Oh no! Don't do that. No. No, I mean when it comes down to it, this is all fun. But can we talk about bikes?
Yes, of course we can.
No, I don't care what we talk about, so long as everybody. I mean, the whole idea of these hangout type things initially were so that the people in the comments could ask us questions.
Yes, that's what the comments are for. The comments are always for people to ask the panel questions, so we don't ramble on about rubbish, because you want us to keep us on what we're doing. But no, you lot in the comments, you're only interested in
Talking to each other most of the time.
yeah.
See, what happens is if they ignore us, talk amongst themselves, we end up with that thing where it's what's it like, Dave? What's it like, Dave? It's big and it's white.
It's a white hole spewing time.
It's few time, does it? Yeah.
Yeah, slowly.
Yeah.
One for Darth here. Darth, Clash is great if you played and like Vanilla WoW. For me, the best expansion is Burning Crusade. So, any of you guys got any plans for raids in the next few weeks?
Yes.
Next few weeks.
Yeah. Because Paul, I played when Burning Crusade came out. That's when I started playing, and then I played Wrath, and every expansion since then has just not really lived up to to the standard that I think they set in RAF. So that's where I'm at on WoW.
Yeah, at the moment I'm into again Fallout 4. I've just been playing Fallout 4 again, which to me is interesting. I love playing old games that I've played before again and again. There's always something that you missed or didn't see last time, and it's wonderful to go back all over it again. Moises never got into WoW. That's World of Warcraft for those who are uninitiated. Still play a bit of Diablo 2 though.
Diablo.
Diablo 2.
Excellent. Yeah.
Right. Tell us all about it, Carl.
Yeah. It's a game and it's on a computer thingy.
Is it? I thought it was that thing on a piece of string. That's the Diablo, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they go like that with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's clever. It's similar to juggling.
What do they do again, Carl?
Hey,
Is that you and your mate?
Big Bad Bike about this. Thanks for the time checks, Greggy.
Yeah, I know. It's all fucking mute it quick.
So, Darth, what's your plans for the next few weeks? Got anything you're thinking of doing?
Yeah, mate. Dodging as much responsibility as possible.
Well, I'm up for that.
Dodging going out as much as possible.
Eating as many pies as possible.
Well, I'm particularly favourite of ready salted crisps, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and Amanda's good to me because she comes back from work, she brings me bags of sweets and crisps, and so yeah.
So
I only leave the house when I have to for work.
So 20 stone was lying. You're actually 30 stone.
I was actually trying to find a picture on Facebook, and there isn't a picture of me on Facebook in the last year, or there isn't one that's been taken in the last year.
Yeah,
So-
no, it's a shame.
They couldn't get you all in frame, Chris.
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it. Got this new phone a while ago. It's got the panoramic the camera thingy on it. So I tried taking a picture of myself like that, but instead of sort of getting me all in one frame, it sort of wrapped me around like a loo roll.
Oh right.
I thought of you actually. That conversation you was having the other day about the other week about what side does the paper hang off the fucking loo roll?
No, don't bother. There's only one way for it, I think. We all know.
Right. Yeah, you have to go by the patent, and there's only one way, and that's over the top. Kenneth says, Dave, does Monaco F1 on Sky Electric count? No, it's 3-dimensional, not 2-dimensional.
Yeah,
VR computer games don't count.
Sky Electric's always better.
Yeah.
Always.
Absolutely.
TCR is
It's
better than
almost
Sky
real
Electric.
life.
Now, there you say, David, I've got some TCR track in my shed. If you know anybody wants it, they can have the fucking thing free of charge.
I always wanted a TCR.
I think you just found somebody.
Paul, just hand it up to Carl, who'd hand it to Darby, and he'll hand it to me. That'll be fine. Paul says, I'm away next Friday until Sunday, and Richie and the gang at Wild Bed touring for a magical mystery tour. Excellent.
Very nice.
Magical mystery tour. The mystery part of it is nobody actually knows where they're going.
Oh,
Mystery tour. That's
there's Wyvern Biker lead in it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because he knew where he was going.
that mystery tour sounds like something Skeggy's set up. With the boys. It's like, yeah, come meet up with the boys. We'll get the boys to show you around.
That's right. Try on these concrete boots. They'll be all right.
Yeah.
Quick trip down to Dover.
Apparently, I was correct. He says, no idea where we're going.
There you go. There you go. Don't fault the guy. Sometimes, it's just nice to get on the bike and follow the guy in front. You've no idea where you're going anyway. As long as they
Yeah.
to stop for fuel when you need it, and don't just piss off into the distance. I've had that before on a ride out. You know, like, are we stopping for fuel anywhere? Yeah, we'll stop at so and so and so and so. And then, like, yeah, I was the only one that stopped, and everybody else carried on. And when I finally caught up with them, and no idea where they were going, just pure fluke, I caught up with them. I was like, guys, I didn't know you'd stopped, but you said you were stopping there for. I didn't know anybody needed fuel.
No, if you say you're going to stop somewhere, then you stop there, even if nobody needs it.
It's like, it's all right, big cruiser, don't quite do a lot of miles to gallon compared to everybody else.
Yeah, especially when he's burning out the back tire.
Do you know, true story, right? This happened. I was on a ride with a few mates. Well, mates now. It was the first time I'd ridden. It was a couple of years ago now. One of them was on a grey bandit. Now, fucking grey bandits are as common as muck, right? So, and I'm following this guy on the grey bandit, and we're going up the road, and he's doing about 140, 160. And I'm thinking, all right, I know that there's coppers on the bridges over here, and speed cameras and all that. So I was trying to keep the speed to a respectable sort of, 120.
Kilometers an hour.
Yeah. So, but I did lose him a couple of times, and then I tried to catch up to him when I thought it was safe to open it up a bit. So I've caught up to this bandit, and I'm riding for about half an hour, 45 minutes after this bandit, and then it suddenly occurs to me, hang on a minute, why haven't I seen any of the other fucking bikes for the last hour? And then it occurs to me, doesn't it? I've been following the wrong fucking bandit. What must have been when I lost him, one of the times I've lost him, I've just caught sight of a similar fucking bike. I've been following the wrong bike for an hour.
It's times like this, we need a camera on you.
Yeah.
I bet the poor old bloke on the bandit was doing his best to get away from you as well.
Yeah, this guy
Who's this fucking weirdo following me?
to the police. Got a guy following me. Keep riding.
Paul says, could be England, Scotland, or Wales. All have been told to bring overnight bags with clothes and tent not needed. And I have to be at Swanwick service at 6 a.m.
Where's Swanee?
Well, sounds like fun.
Yeah, because they have no idea where they're going.
I tell you what, sometimes they're the best weekends, though. They really are. You know, I think once I ended up at like a bike night that turned into be a bike weekend. I didn't realise. We went to a bike. We got there late. I was told it was a bike night. We got there, found out it had been on all day, and it's all on all day the following day. So, we'll kip over then. I was like, where are we going to kip? You know, so we'll be all right. They've not forecast any rains. We'll just sort of sleep on grass, side of bike sort of thing. So, like, yeah, we have enough beer. We'll be all right with that. Yeah, you forget about the early morning dew. It's very cold and wet.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing that and sort of had a brilliant weekend, absolutely brilliant. Can't remember a lot about it, but you know, I remember the ride home, but like the actual weekend was a pretty much a blur, but it was fun. You sort of remember that much, you know what I mean? I was young and stupid, then it didn't matter. I'm just old and stupid now.
Yeah, I was just going to say you're just old now. What, Bobby?
Just old and only slightly less stupid.
Huh?
If anybody's tuning in right now, hearing us like going, huh?
Dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber and thick.
Well, welcome to the Styco channel where nothing gets really talked about because Q&A doesn't work because nobody gives us any questions.
Well, they've asked us if we're going on any ride out soon. I'm not going on any ride outs, but I'm certainly going on a ride. I've been trying to ride the bike as much as often. Strange thing is, during lockdown, I think I put more miles on the bike than I've done the whole while because I was backwards and forwards to the bloody hospital nearly every day.
Paul says the best nights were meant to be the ones you can't remember.
Yeah, I know. And I never spent a penny. That's even better.
Blimey.
Carl Biker would love that.
No, Nobby, I forgot my wallet, so it was.
Oh, bloody convenient.
Oh yeah, sure.
I remember that on the 23rd of August.
Like, Tony, sure ran. Oh, I forgot my wallet, mate. Oh yeah. That old one is it? Yeah, okay. And we drunk Guinness all night. Not something that looked like Guinness. That smelt of chocolate and vanilla, strangely enough. Oh, it's got good nose, or is that just me?
That's just you.
I'll tell you what, I hope it's not true that as you get older, your nose keeps on growing.
Your nose and your ears.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Dave. You're not helping the situation.
I'm sorry, when I hear information given out, and I
know.
always feel the need to give you the correct information if I know it.
You're not helping Dobby at all.
They're going to get fucking bigger, are they? Thanks.
Unfortunately, yes. You are going to end up looking more and more like Dubby.
Yeah, I'm going to say, but it's going to be Dave, Carl, and Dumbo on top fucking row.
Wingnut.
Way to go.
Oh, you already love it.
Just.
Unfortunately, Dubby, I must
Yes,
admit that you are definitely going to end up looking more like that.
Yeah, but look at the eyes.
Yeah, but that's okay. He's better looking.
Yeah, he's got lovely eyes.
Dobby,
Yeah.
when I meet you in August, Dobby, I hope you're taller than that.
Oh, I love little old Bobby. I've got my own little model of it now, which I might be sticking on the bike somewhere. I think.
Find somewhere on to stick it on the bike. I'm sure we'll find somewhere to stick it for you, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank God I got the small version then, that's what I'll say.
At least nobody said that you look like Gollum. That's the main thing.
Yeah. I should file any pointy bits off, mate.
Now I'll stick with Dobby, thank you very much.
I think really it's just the same person, but one's angry.
Yeah. One Saturday night, one Sunday morning.
Before ride out, after ride out.
Yeah. I think that's quite true, to be perfectly honest, the way sometimes I am. But I come back so happy from a ride out. I absolutely love it. That's why I'm looking forward to the Skeggy run. I really am. I'm going to make sure.
We got Dobby's new riding jacket as well.
Oh, God. It looks like I need a pit stop as well by the looks of that.
David,
Yeah.
I think I need a little break.
what's the moose knuckle between Dobby's legs?
That's what's between his legs is actually just fabric.
No, it looked like a moose knuckle. There you go. Look, it's got a moose knuckle. Dobby's female. It's got a moose.
Oh, I want that picture. Dave, we're going to have that deal. Oh, that's brilliant.
Let me see what I can do.
Oh, you're not going to. Hey, I wonder if he's caught all them mice out of his ass yet. He caught all them mice yet, Dobby? There you go, look.
Wow.
Hold on. There you go.
Hold on. That's my little Dobby.
I tell you what, the resemblance really is uncanny.
Yeah.
It really is.
Especially now he's had his haircut.
Yeah, I certainly didn't look like that before. More like a bloody orangutan.
I've sent the picture to the hangout Facebook group.
it's almost hard to imagine you with your long hair again.
Yeah, well, I must admit, I struggle to think. Well, you know, I look back on pictures even just a few months ago, and I think, my God, you know. And I said to my little kiddie, I said, "Shall I grow my hair back?" "No, Dad, you're not allowed to."
Yeah.
A minute. Is that part of the agreement? If you cut it off, you're not allowed to grow it back.
Yeah, apparently so. I didn't get told that until after.
Fire then.
That's what happened with me.
Put mine either.
Yeah, so that. I mean, Chris, I've got a choice now, but although saying that, we haven't seen Chris in a while. You know, he did have short hair and he was thinning a little bit, but
Yeah, no, I grew my hair same sort of length as fucking what's his name up there. But yeah, sorry. Without the name tag, I forgot your name. Sorry,
It's Carl.
Carl.
That's all right, mate.
But yeah, I am going pretty thin on top, and to be honest with you, when your wife starts recommending that you have a comb over at 38, you start thinking, okay, so something's got to give.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah, Kenneth says, stick your dubby on the front of your headlight.
Yeah.
On my headlight, yeah.
Chris, I'll pretend to know what you're talking about.
Well, you know what? Some people are just fucking lucky, Skeggy. I mean, look at you.
I've got good genes.
You got good genes. What can I say? You got good genes.
Paul says there's quite a long delay on the messages on here. Haha, dude, your tampon is hanging low. Well, there is two things. There is a little bit of a delay, about 20 seconds from when you put it on YouTube to when we see it. But there's also a delay after that when I find the time to actually click it up and put it on here, because sometimes I can have 4 or 5 or 6 comments, and because we're talking about something, I don't go through them all in one go. So if you want something highlighted, just put it in capitals and I'll know you need it. And
did that make sense to anybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Right. Dave, I've just got to pop off and get my tablets. Be 2 minutes.
Okay, mate. And then there was 3. I don't know what happened to Dubby. He just suddenly stopped.
He just went away.
Yeah. And he who goes back, I shall say, appear.
Hey.
Camera suddenly just went off for some reason. Start flashing up saying your camera's gone off. I don't know.
I thought, because we still heard you, I thought you'd switch your camera off so you could go and get your wig. But never mind.
I think it was the real Dobby was getting up to mischief again. It's like, the master is being compared to an elf. We must protect him. And then he's probably gone off smacking his head against the fucking brick wall or something somewhere. There you go.
Snapping his fingers to make sure that everything's working.
Ironing his hands again. Yeah. Poor little Dobby.
Yeah.
The troll, I meant, not Dobby.
Yeah. Dobby the elf. Poor old Dobby.
The real Dobby, not the wingnut Dobby.
I can't change my name anymore.
So now everybody's going to spam in capitals. Well,
is that something you've always been called, or is it a fairly recent thing?
What, Dobby?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just literally happened a couple of months ago. I said, yeah, if you look on the our Facebook messaging, Dave, I stuck one of the pictures from before, so Darth will get an idea of what scruffy little bastard I was beforehand. Because of this lockdown, I decided I'd had several beers and everything. Then I had a brandy, and then a second one, and then after my daughter saying, "I think I'm going to cut my hair off." because we're in
Yeah.
this lockdown, you know, doing this, you know, and it just seemed like a daft thing to do. And then I happened to mention it on the Suffolk crew and St Edmunds crew as a laugh, just having a giggle. And one of my friends, Ian, said, well, if you're going to do it and you're serious about it, why not do it for charity? So I said, well, in that case, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to take the whole damn lot off, literally down to total bald. And so I set up a Just Giving page for raising money for Suffolk Mind, the mental health people, which last time I looked, well, it was £560 that was up to.
Very, very nice, mate. Very nice. Well done.
All for just cutting my hair off because of one too many brandies and enjoying myself too much and having childish ideas. And trouble is now I've got it like this. I have no. You look at any picture. I'm 54 at the moment. You look at any picture when I was a baby, when I obviously didn't have much hair. I've got nothing but long hair in every picture. My whole life I've had long hair, and I've said never ever would I have short hair. Now I like it how it is. I actually like it.
I kind of went the other way. I went through my whole life trying to fucking grow my hair, and it got to the sort of afro stage where I couldn't do anything with it, and I always gave up on it. And then just the last couple of years, just purely by fact of not leaving the fucking house, so you know, not actually cutting it.
How long has lockdown been in fucking Gibraltar?
Oh mate, I'm in my own personal lockdown. It's been what, 5 years?
In Gibraltar, lockdown occurs every time Spain starts acting up.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Jesus.
Spain has a hissy fit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, don't get me started, man. No, it's what I said, Skeggy. I mean, since I've not been on the bike, I don't get out. I'm at home. I'm on my computer. I'm playing with the kids, but I'm at home. Do you know?
Your kids?
My kids, yeah.
You're playing with
My
your
kids.
Careful how you word things on the internet.
Yeah. No, and this is it. I finish work. I pick up the little one from nursery, and then my boy, he sort of during lockdown, he's been at home. But you know, when he
how old's the oldest now?
10.
Fuck.
Are you asking us or telling us?
Well, no.
Yeah, 10.
And he did sort of say it. It was like a guess. What is it?
Yeah. It's funny because I got a picture of him sat on what was it I had at the time? Suzuki Marauder. I had a Suzuki Marauder when he was born, and I got a picture of when I was in the police. So there's me and sort of just finished work, and I had my white shirt and black trousers and all that on, and him sat on my lap on the Marauder outside the block. And
Let me just say before you frighten any viewers away, he was in the police. He's normal now.
Yeah, very, very normal now.
well, I don't know about normal. I'm still recovering.
Hey, you're as normal as
A recovering ex-police officer.
Yeah, you're as normal.
Yeah.
Aren't they the worst though? It's like ex-smokers, isn't it? The worst than everybody else.
No. Because ex-smokers, they want to have a smoke. Ex-police officers don't want to be police.
Every once in a while, I'll get an urge to go out and nick someone.
You're
nicked to me.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's funny. You know, I see these pictures. I mean, I've got one of him on every bike I've ever owned since he's been born, and you can see how he's like the Marauder was the first one. That's what I had when he was born. Then I got the ZZR. Yeah. And I got pictures of him sat on that. So then there was the Bandit outside the caravan.
You've shown us on the ZZR before on the old hangouts.
Yeah. And then the most recently was a couple of years back when the CBR was still running, and I took him out for a little ride around the rock. It was a nice day. So I finished work and we went out and had some ice cream and went down at Morrison's and just took some fucking pictures and just it's it's weird. I look at it, all the different bikes and the different sort of stages of his life, and you think, fucking hell. Yeah.
Oh God, I'll tell you what. I mean, I must admit, when I look at nowadays, I'm taking pictures of my grandkids on my bike, and they just grow so fast. So
Yeah.
But I can't take a picture of my granddaughter on my bike yet because she's still in fucking lockdown. Not even seen her. I've seen pictures.
Wow.
I've not seen her. Not elder. Seen her.
Yeah, time really does fly by so quickly. I remember putting up a video saying I had to miss the Lincoln Ride Out, the second one, because this happened, and then showed you my wedding.
Hey,
That was
wait.
6 years ago.
I remember that.
Was there a second Lincoln Rider? Did I miss
Yeah,
it?
I'm sure there was. I'm sure it was. It was on the Lincoln. It was one of the ride outs that you'd all arranged, and I had to miss it because I was getting married on that day.
Yeah, inconsiderate of you.
Yeah, that was
I know. God, man.
Yeah, the white.
Second best.
Sorry, but you've seen pictures of my wife. You know,
You get a little bit of promise.
you don't compare. You may have long hair, but you got this stuff here, and it doesn't work.
That put you off.
I was gonna say, Dave. Up until having seen them pictures, I always thought mail order brides were a myth.
Hey, look, Chris, can I just say, it's all right you saying that, but he kept on saying he was getting married soon. We was all taking the piss, and I kept on saying an eBay wife and all this. And then he actually got married.
And then he actually,
Like, oh my God, somebody wants to marry Dave. like single blokes all over the world rejoicing,
Yeah.
Hell.
There's hope for everybody. Moise says you were in the police. That was like working with Sting.
Yeah.
Wrong police, unfortunately.
Every breath you take.
Yeah, he did sort of work with
Oh, you had to go there. Every breath you take. Oh.
Just going to get a top.
Okay.
No, I remember, what was it, Hurricane Katrina? When you was in, was it a parent's home or a house you bought, or where was it?
It was a mum and dad's home.
Mum and dad's home, yeah. Yeah, I remember watching that, and honestly, there was one thing that was going through my fucking mind, right? Honestly, and it wasn't, oh God, I hope he don't get blown up, blown away, or fucking. It was, I'm glad that he's fucking found someone that he's that happy with, that he's there in that situation with. Do you know what I mean?
You mean the recent one? Yeah, that was our house.
No, not the recent one. There was another one a while back, wasn't there?
Yeah, the one a while back, 2016, I think it was. That was her mum and dad's, and that was the one that ripped it apart. They ripped the roof off, it ripped the walls off, everything. And the managed. She was doing having a good job, and we had lots of people helping out, and they managed to build it back up again, which was fantastic. But our house had to be put on hold then because of and it ripped our roof off our house as well.
Wow.
And they called it over there Hurricane Yolanda, I think it was, because it was slightly different.
That nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look, I'm talking to me, bro. Leave me alone.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah, and when I was over there this Christmas, I don't know whether you managed to see that one or not with all your gaming. We actually had a Category 3 typhoon
All right.
on Christmas Eve.
It was mildly moist, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was mildly moist, and we got lots and lots of rain coming through the windows and everything. So our Christmas Eve and Christmas morning was mopping up. And then we had to go up to her mum and dad's again for the Christmas day. And the road was washed out.
Crikey.
Wow.
Yeah,
No, I don't think it was that recent. I think it was further back. The one I
Yeah.
remember seeing must have been their parents' house.
yeah, it would have been. That would have been
Yeah.
a long time ago. Let me see what I can see. Sort by oldest first. Actually, how long have I actually been making YouTube? 7 years I've been making YouTube videos.
Okay, now.
Where's the time gone?
I
That
don't
means
know.
you've been close to 7 or 8 years yourself, Chris.
5
5?
years. Yep.
You started after me.
Yep, I did. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
no, you
Sure, I
didn't.
did.
No, you didn't. 7 years.
Unless, hang on.
7 years ago. Thank you, Peachy's Place, plus 52 subs.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I'm looking at my oldest video, and my
Yeah.
oldest, if you remember, a load of them got accidentally deleted.
Accidentally deleted. There you go.
Yeah. Oh no, there they go. They do go further back. Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Accidentally deleted, meaning he didn't bother putting anything up half the time for what he.
No, you even commented on a whole bunch of me, bunch of them for me, Weggy. Weggy, sorry, Skeggy even.
The thing was the England visit for a person that shall not be named.
No, it weren't nothing to do with that. It weren't nothing to do. I was just going through my channel, and I was trying to. There was a lot of videos up that I wasn't particularly happy with, that I wanted to revisit and do better. And there was a lot of videos up that I thought were just crap, just not worth. A lot of the vlog shit and a lot of the talking bollocks that I'd completely lost all interest in. So I wanted to delete all of them. And in my sort of 4 o'clock in the morning haze, as you do when you sat there at sort of scrolling through Facebook and scrolling through YouTube, and I must have misclicked a few times, and I've deleted more videos than I actually intended to. So I had to re-upload a whole load.
Yeah, that's beer for you.
Yeah.
You've not put any up recently.
No, I've not had anything to fucking. I believe it. I've wanted to.
No, I just wonder because I'm so subscribed, but I'm not getting any notifications that you've put.
No, I've not put anything up. I've wanted to. I've not had the bike for a couple of years, because the last year it's been in the garage. It was off the road for about a year before that.
Yeah.
I've not been on the bike, which is why I don't come to the hangouts, because it's a bit like, well, other than coming in and seeing you guys and having a chat, which is all well and good every once in a while, but
fucking rare.
But if I've got nothing to fucking contribute to the conversation, then I'd rather just watch from the shadows. Do you know what I mean?
Two things. One, you're always welcome, like everybody else. And two, you do have contribution because you've done stuff to your bike from a novice's point of view.
Yeah,
Now,
you put rim tape on.
I'm deleting that fucking video right now. I swear to God.
No, don't leave
it's
it.
going. It's going.
He's
He's never gonna let me live that one.
It might earn you some money. It might get millions of views. You never know.
Yeah. Do you know what? Some of my videos haven't done too badly. I'm surprised actually. Like the clutch plates video, that's got nearly 200,000 views. That's one of the videos that originally got accidentally deleted, and then I've re-uploaded it. I had to edit it and cut it. I cut about 10-15 minutes off of it,
And you got more views.
and I got 200,000 views on that.
I think the difference is now people are using YouTube more often to actually work out what they need to do with shit.
Yeah, they are.
It's the Bible.
It is the Bible. Well said.
Yeah.
Well, do you know when it came to the CBRF, right? I went into the local Honda dealership to see if, because when it comes to wiring, like I said, I'm bad at wiring, and I went in to try and get an owner's manual or something. And I've said, look, I need a wiring schematic for a what year is it? 99, I think it's a 99 CBRF. 650 F4i, and I said I need an owner's manual with a wiring schematic. He says, "Oh, we don't have them going that far back." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Yeah, Honda don't have owner's manuals going that far back. It's all on computers these days. All the new ones are on computers. You cannot buy or you cannot find new the old schematics and things for these old bikes." He says, "Your best bet is going on somewhere like eBay."
There you go.
Nice.
That's what it was all about. Doing your work outside,
That's
not in
right.
a garage.
That's on the street with a noisy fucking moped going by.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what is this is why you're allowed it, and we actually got a picture of you.
Oh,
Yay!
No, you got a picture of me then. I've put on
Yeah,
a fair
then.
amount
To
of
be
weight
fair,
to
it was then.
We put on an ounce or two then.
You
Come here,
probably
Max,
put
come
on the weight of that bike. But no, it's you are always welcome. You've done stuff that nobody else has been able to do or think they could do outside. And you're always welcome. Dobby here, he's just starting out. He's not even done an oil change yet. Well, no, you haven't done it yet.
No, I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah. And if
But
anyone deserves to be not be on out the two of us, Darth, it's going to be you, not you.
I mean, look, I appreciate that, but what I was saying is, like I say, I mean, Dave, Skeggy, Weggy, you know, Suffolk Andy, you know, I mean, we've chatted between ourselves for years, haven't we? And with the hangouts and whatnot. When it comes to the subject of ride outs, there's always a bit of a awkward conversation topic for me, because I'm like, well, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll be there in spirit, yeah, have fun. I'll be watching the YouTube videos when you upload all the footage later on. It's about as close as I'm going to get to it. But no, just the last couple of years, honestly, I've not been on a bike at all for the last few years. So it's just a bit, you know.
Yeah, I get that. You know, I mean, I can understand that you, like you say, when you're watching, you know, you're in Gibraltar, for God's sake, you know. I mean, you go around the island and that's like, well, unless you go out of Gibraltar into Spain,
Yeah.
same old roads, isn't it? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough for us sometimes when you think, God, every time I record in the same area, the same thing.
Yeah.
Generally, most people don't care.
yeah,
Most people do not care. I mean,
they're more interested in what you coming out of your mouth than what they're seeing through the camera.
yeah, if view count was to go by, if opinion was to go by, then everybody says what you say, Dave.
Yeah.
If view counts is what's to go by, then people love a test ride video or a garage video.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I can tell you, my vlog videos on average got no more than sort of 300, 350 views
yeah.
total. Like even now, 5 years on, they've still got some of them no more than 250 views. And yet the other stuff that I was putting up, we're looking at the 200,000 of views.
Yeah.
So, you know, I will get the bike back, and when I get the bike back, I promise you, the first thing I'm going to do is another rim tape video. I'll do it proper.
I tell you what, I think Cole's inmate has just stolen his drink.
yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Here's my most watched views. How many squares? I kept seeing it on Facebook. How many squares? So I did 44 seconds. My mum dancing in a store, 16,000 views. And then how to change your speedo cable, overhaul your front brake, air filter replace, new forks, air wire, Black Widow exhaust 6 months on, and then skigging. Swing
Well-
arm problem. Yeah, so the actual vlogs are always much lower down.
I was going
I
to
tell
say,
you,
my
tell you what.
latest one is a test ride video, 99,000 views.
Hmm.
99,000 views on a test ride video. And the next one to it is the whale washing up on the beach, 56,000 views. And then it's a 4-year review. Then it's a 0 to 60. Then it's an exhaust, putting on the exhaust. And then after that, you start getting into garage vlogs and things. You're way down in the hundreds of views before you get to ordinary vlogs. They just don't cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why they always say, you know, if you want to make money out of YouTube, don't do a motorblog.
Don't assume 1 minute that you're actually going to just come on YouTube and make your bloody fortune. You're not. I mean, I don't do it for that reason. I do it for me and I do it for my family, so that my family's got something to look back onto in years to come, and they can at least hear my voice. You know, I know I've seen my missus suffer as to how little she's got of her dad, and the fact that he hated being on camera and he hated his voice being recorded and things like that. And I just think to myself, my kids haven't got that. My kids have got my voice. I might be just ranting on, but the point is they've got my voice. They've got me on camera. They can see what I look like. You can bring them memories back, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, so first and foremost, I do it for me and my family. So I'm not actually bothered about how many views I get or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's I can't monetize videos anyways because of my geographical location. I've got no option to monetize them. Never have had. So that's never even been a thing. If I had monetized them, I could have made maybe a couple of £100 off of, I've got 1.18k subscribers, and that's without putting a video up in the last 3 years. I still get on average about 5 subscribers a week.
Yeah,
which is amazing because I put up these hangouts and stuff like that. I'm still on 625.
Well, I'm thinking, how do you keep track of how many subscribers you get? Because no fucker tells you anymore like they used to.
I still get email notifications when someone subscribes to me.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Check your.
I've got within my email, because I use Gmail, which are
so do I, mate. So do I.
Within my email, I've got a folder set up so that it's purely just YouTube stuff. Right, so all the notifications, anytime someone comments on a video, subscribes to me, anything like that, it comes into that folder.
So what am I doing wrong? Because I get nothing. I get no. It's like YouTube and Google, Gmail. There is no, I get no interaction between them whatsoever. All I get is notified when somebody I'm subscribed to gets a video put up.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, Skeggy. A more appropriate time. We can have a video call, just the two of us, and we'll try and sort it out if you want.
Yeah, it's turned my head in because I'm getting new subscribers and I'm not saying thank you.
Well, give me a. You got me on WhatsApp, have you?
I'll be fucked if I don't know, mate. I only just found I got WhatsApp installed a few weeks ago.
I'll send you my phone number. I'll send you my phone number on a private message over Facebook. You give me a call whenever you're available, mate. A video call, and we'll try and sort it out.
Yeah. Am I on my own in this? Do you lot get informed when you're getting new subscribers?
Well, let me just say that somehow in a year, my wife has got 3,100 subscribers and 1,080 on the second channel. Don't ask me how she's doing it, but that's what she's got. We get hundreds.
You've just answered your own question, mate. It's your wife. That's what it is.
It's my wife.
Honestly, you look at any topic on YouTube where there's a male versus a female host, and the females always do better on views.
Hell yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Well, let's face it, most of them.
What I will tell you is never ever agree to do a 2-minute blind makeup challenge with your wife.
Yeah.
Because you're going to end up.
Oh dear, there's been an error.
There's been an error.
Oh,
No. That's because I got a blocker on.
yeah.
That's
I'm not going to watch
Yeah.
19 minutes of video just to see me being
Oh, God.
being silly. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I look like a
Okay.
clown.
A blind makeup challenge. I see you're not blind. You're filming yourself and going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I am. So that's what I look like. She's saying I'm not finished yet. We only
Yeah.
had about 12 seconds left.
Say, "What the fuck?"
No, I don't swear. And then I was doing hers, and I think I was doing a lot better. I've already got that bit in the wrong area, but never mind.
A little bit. Oh, there's your face. Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
that's
I
what you have to do. That's what she did to me. That's what she did to me.
To be fair, Dave, I'd have been feeling it straight away and gone, "Oh, sorry, look, it's a blindfold."
And that's what I did to her. I was far better, even though I wasn't perfect.
It was, yeah. Hold on a minute, Dave. Why are you better at makeup than your wife?
I was a goth,
Yeah.
remember? I was a goth, and
That's
she never
probably
used to
why.
wear
That's
any.
probably why.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're not under Dave now.
But yeah, don't ever do a blind makeup challenge.
Strangely enough, Dave, I wasn't.
I'll take that advice, Dave. I'll take that advice. I won't do one then.
Good.
Yeah, there's no way on this earth I would do a makeup challenge, I take the piss out of my son-in-laws for not being a man, and basically when my daughters turn around and say, "Oh, you'll have to put a face mask on and we can relax together," and they do it, you pussy.
Yeah. Because I'd never do anything.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Oh, Chris, don't. God,
It was all for good cause, helping out the family. So that was fine for us. Big Bag Biker says, "I am just a lawnmower, and you can tell me by the way I walk."
okay.
Yeah,
Right.
Paul,
Mate,
I
lost
do
it
get
what you said it, Dave.
notifications, but it's been a long time since I had the last one. I never bothered checking anymore.
I can understand that because, like I say, I don't get notifications, so you don't even think about checking, and then all of a sudden you do check, and you go, "Oh, fucking hell! I've got 2,000 more subscribers than I had before. Where did they come from?" And you can't possibly go through them all because every time I got a subscription before, I used to go through and used to go, "Thank you for subscribing." You know.
Yeah.
Now I don't get notified, so now when I get notified, when I suddenly notice, I've noticed because all of a sudden the 2 point whatever K has gone up to sort of, it's got it gone up to 2.1, 2.2, and so on. So you suddenly notice, but you can't send hundreds of messages out and so on.
No, I do. I get the notifications in my Gmail, and I'll show you another time. Like I said, you give me a call, we'll sort it out. But I've got it set up on my Gmail, and this is the way I've always had it ever since I started doing the YouTube. I set it up back then, and obviously we know that YouTube and Google Plus and all of these things have come and gone over the years. Yeah. But yeah, I'm still getting the notifications.
We got used to using not so much Google Plus, but we got the Google Hangouts. We got them, and we was used to using them, and they was free, and they worked.
Yeah.
They worked well. So I can't understand why they suddenly stopped.
Probably
I understood if they suddenly went, "Oh, this is working well. We better start charging for this," but they didn't. They just stopped it.
I think the problem was that they tried to take over the social networking. Like first you had MySpace, and anyone that was anyone was on MySpace. Then they didn't they didn't push like Facebook did with the marketing, with their business model. So Facebook come in and boom, it's almost overnight they were huge. MySpace falls to the wayside. All of a sudden, no one else could get close to Facebook. Facebook was the place to be. Then you get Twitter pops up, and then you get Instagram, and what these sites were offering was something completely different to Facebook.
Yeah.
So what Google tried to do was they tried to come up with something that would do a little bit of everything. It was a little bit of Facebook, it was a little bit of Twitter, it was a little bit of Instagram. And what they found was people didn't want that. People, if they wanted Facebook, they went on Facebook. If they wanted Twitter, they went on Twitter. And they didn't want fucking Google to do all singing, all they wanted from Google was fucking YouTube. They wanted a place to upload and watch videos.
Hold on, they're wrong. We wanted Google Hangouts. We like drawing penises on people's foreheads.
The main thing is they couldn't earn money from the 4 or 5 hour hangouts that they did because they couldn't put advert breaks in it, and they knew people only really watch them when they are live. People don't generally come back after they're no longer live, so they can't put ad breaks in them. Whereas when they're having a 10-minute video, they can put 2-3 adverts in it.
But you see, with like Facebook's business plan, the marketing, the way that they drive traffic, everything that you do on Facebook is recorded, and they sell that. Forget the adverts and everything else. They don't make. I mean, I've paid for fucking adverts when I've run various websites and things, and at £1 a go for you can advertise anything you want for a month for £1. They're not making money off those adverts. What they're making money off of is selling your personal data, right? So everything you do on Facebook, any pictures, anywhere that you go, who are you talking to? Who's on your friends list? You know, what area do you live in? Do you go to the beach? Do you drive a car? Do you drive a bike? What's your favorite color? All of this is all these questions that Facebook asks you. You know, Chris, thanks for logging back onto Facebook today. We're going to ask you a few questions. How was your day? What did you do? Where did you go? And you're like, fuck off, Facebook. You're not making any money off me today. Fuck off. But this is how they do it. This is how they do it. It's they sell all of that, everything, every picture that goes up, every comment, every status, every birthday, everything. That's all sold. It's all sold to the highest bidder. And Google could not do the same with Google Plus and Hangouts for the simple fact that they don't have, it doesn't provide the same amount of data, and you didn't have the same audience engagement and retention as Facebook gets, because people sit on Facebook 12 hours a day. They're sat on a fucking toilet and they're sat on Facebook going, that was a big steaming pile of shit, and they point a fucking phone down the toilet and say, "Oh yeah, look what I just done," you know. And then all of a sudden it's lunchtime. Oh, meanwhile I'm back in the kitchen. Look what's for lunch today, and you think to yourself, right, you're blocked. But they make money on this. This is how they make money.
Yeah.
You know, you take a snapshot of what you, I don't know, fish and chips, and next thing you know, you're getting fish and chip advertising coming up on your page. Now, that's not a coincidence.
Yeah, you don't even have to do that. Just lately, you seem to just talk about what you was interested in on eBay or something like that, and it pops up on Facebook. You know,
Yeah.
Anyway, can we just take a minute just to say hello, Marty?
Hello, Martin.
Hello,
Marty.
It's nice to see him there in his little time off while he's on standby for work.
Yes.
He's a bit of a bugger, actually, isn't he? Really?
Yeah.
When you think about it, 472 kilometres.
Yeah.
What's that in English?
About
I
300.
don't know.
About 300 miles.
About 350.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to be thick, Marty. Just I find it really awkward to work kilometres out.
Yeah.
It's
It has to be 295.
okay if you say so. No need I mean, yeah, David. Whoa, what's this 472 plus 1.6? What's all that?
It's 1.6 kilometers to a mile.
There's no need to be technical. You could have just
295.151, 316, 327, etc.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I wish I had a fucking ass now.
Well, the trouble is, never ask a question if you don't really want the answer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But you know you're fucked when Dobby answers.
Yeah.
That's
You can't even ask a rhetorical question.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask Dobby a question. Dobby, think
Yes.
the new bike, should I go carburetor or should I go EFI? Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to go for, mate.
Electric, mate, electric. That's the way to go.
I'd go electric if I were you.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get fucking date raped, mate.
I should have known I'd get caught out with him providing me the bloody answer. I was going to say Carl, to be honest, but no, I have to be led astray. Thank you, Carl. Yeah.
Carburetor every time.
I don't believe you just said electric.
Yeah, carburetor every time.
I didn't. It was him.
He says we're living in limbo here.
Why? Why are they living in limbo?
I always thought he wasn't in limbo. I thought he was.
New Zealand.
Yeah. Jesus, enough. Didn't make me think it hurts. Don't make me think it hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and let's face it, Martin, you don't want to think while you're at work, mate.
Yeah.
That time and motion guy will be round and he'll be thinking you're wasting time.
My
Wasting time thinking. We don't want the thinking, man. We want the driving, man.
My OCD is going crazy, and I'm not going to touch the keyboard to put this right.
Yeah.
Switching it off.
62.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite look, I agree with him. 60 is enough.
It's close enough. But when you get big sums like that and you have to take your Susan socks off, when you're riding along, you can't do it, can you?
Did you say Susan socks?
Yes, it's
Shoes.
Susan socks. Who's Susan?
Sound like Susan.
Yeah, he definitely said Susan. I want to know who Susan is.
Who the fuck's Susan socks? Is that
I
what
think I think Susan lives on the top bunk.
Shoes.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, I always look at my speedo and go, like 60 miles an hour, yeah, that's 100k.
Aye.
I don't care about it. You know, it's like life. It should be taken with a pinch of salt, isn't it? Salt? What's salt?
Shot.
Fucking hell, Carl, it's catching.
Shoes and salt.
Keep it away from me. Keep it away from me.
Hold on a minute. Can I just say? No, it can't be that, surely. Because I've had one full one, but I've only had a bit of this. This is 6.1%.
Shoes.
And the slurring isn't so much of a slur as I ain't got my teeth in. So, it's more of a. Yeah, can I just say that this is 6.1 because one. No, it's not a percent. It's a percent,
I think it is affecting you, mate. It definitely is.
and it's called ladies' shoes. Oh no, sorry, platforms. Platforms.
Shoes.
Shoes. There you go. Carl.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It is shoes.
Shoes.
Susan Socks, she's a lovely chap.
I'm on my third one, and they're all a bit over 5%. So that's why shoes.
This is where, well, this is where we're wondering if it's like maybe your cellmate's called Susan Socks.
Yeah. I know Susan, she's hot.
Got no socks.
What
Seashells on the seashore.
No.
Come on, that one's for you. That one's for you, Skeggy.
I got my screen now.
Seashells on the seashore.
I just had his foot on my screen.
Are you sure hurts.
Yeah, all my socks are wet, mate. They're all wet.
Well, don't wank it up then. Supposed to have one special sock, not all of them to be. Not all wank socks. Just one.
I agree. I agree with his statement here.
Hold
They're
on, if
like-
you have one wank sock, it gets so hard,
11
it
o'clock.
starts chafing.
So, time check by Greenwich Mean Time in Skegness. What was that one? Yeah, I see that one. So this one next. Platform Sphinx 1 point.
6.1.
No, 6 point. Yeah, of course it is. What am I saying?
Shix.
I am not pissed. Shix is a word.
Now do a red dwarf. I'm not pished.
Pish. Shix. Point. Hey, maybe he's saying it like Sean Connery, and it is a sh for once. Maybe.
Mhm.
Shix.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That was a really bad impression, but it's 6.1.
Yeah.
I don't believe that he actually just said I was pissed.
Huh.
Actually, he said we were all pissed, which, considering Dave's teetotal. Peach,
I never drink, I just guzzle.
yeah, Peaches fell asleep.
No, not this time, mate. No, not
Yeah,
this
you
time.
have done before. You fell asleep stroking a pussy. We know.
Yeah.
And
I
now
remember
we
that.
I
know.
can neither confirm nor deny
Of course you can't, because you're asleep.
for the purposes of the recording.
Can I just
Listen. Wait, have you got pictures? Because unless you can prove it, all right,
It never happened.
it never happened.
strangely enough, Chris, don't fuck your luck.
You have to remember during the Google Hangouts, you
Yeah.
could take screen pictures.
Yeah,
Yes, I remember.
And
I
Calm
remember.
Biker has got hundreds of pictures.
yeah, me too. Me too. I got lots.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah, I got a few.
So, any
Oh, what can I
more questions from the audience? So we don't continue reminiscing about days gone by.
Well,
Unless
what's
it-
wrong with that?
Unless it's about motorcycles.
I remember the
I
days
rode
when
a
I used to
motorbike
ride.
once.
Yeah.
Last time I rode a bike was December.
Crikey.
Who said that?
Just- Crikey, Dubby.
Me.
I thought he said my store crikey.
No,
crikey.
he just said crikey. That's all.
Oh, just crikey.
Just
Yeah,
crikey.
just crikey.
Crumbs.
Oh, he stirs. I heard him say something.
Oh, crumbs, Penfold.
Crumbs.
God, I'm so bloody ugly.
Yeah, we had
You
no.
said it.
Come on. Okay. Oh. I just put my pussy in the lounge.
You know what? I mean, I'm all for having pets on fucking hangouts. As long as no one dresses up like a pet, that's fine by me.
I remember that. Who was it? I forgot his name.
Oh, something fucking Fox, fantastic
Oh,
Mr.
God.
Fox, or some stupid
can't-
shit.
It was fucking hilarious, wasn't it? Can you remember?
No,
that?
it weren't. It was sickening.
Can
I tell you
remember
what,
It turned out it was what they call the was it Furbies or something?
furry.
The
Fairy.
fairy.
Furry.
Yeah, I think Furby suited it better because they're annoying bastards and all.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, it came on, and he was quite proud to show us him dressed in all his fucking full-size fox outfits and things. It's like you fucking weirdo, you.
Yeah, but that's all like fucking. That's not just like I dress up like an animal for fun. That's like a sexual thing. That's
Yeah.
what turns them on, is dressing up like animals and behaving like a fucking dog on heat. And it's like,
Well, I like a bit of puppy, but there's a bit of a difference.
I mean,
know?
fucking keep that shit to yourself. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to go and fucking broadcast that shit. And
That's like,
it's a bit PMI, isn't it?
it's like somebody has got a problem when it's like that.
yeah, Christ.
There are a few areas that are they're doing local lockdowns now, so we are virtually free, but there are still restrictions on wearing face masks that starts next week, and keeping a 1 meter rule and stuff like that if you were going to abide by those. But
fuck them all, and let's encourage the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, we are allowed out now, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yes, we can go out to frolicking.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I'm just so pissed off with the whole thing. I'm just like...
As for me, there's two things that need to happen before I'll go out. One, I need to get my bike back out of the garage.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Two, I need my subscription on all my video games to fucking end, because there's no way I'm leaving while I've got money on my account.
You know, this is
not that you're tight or anything.
No.
This is how pissed off I am today, Chris. These words actually came out of my mouth today, and they were, I am so pissed off about airing this fucking COVID-19 shit. If I could find patient fucking zero, I would dig the bastard up and kick 7 bells of shit out of him. That actually came out of my mouth earlier today. I was so pissed off about it.
Yeah, I believe it, mate.
Hold on, mate. That's a bit racist, isn't it? You know, he's going to be a Chinese fella.
Don't care. I don't care what nationality it is.
Yeah.
I don't care.
See how it's in any way racist.
No.
I don't think it's fucking Chinese anyway. I
don't care if it's black, white, green, pink, fucking whatever colour he is.
By this time, it'll be all them colours.
Probably. And more.
I think it was all political anyway. I think the whole fucking thing was staged.
I'm going out then. Doing my own thing. Fuck you, I'm coming in your shop and you can't.
Mate, we said on the last hangout that I was on with you.
Yes.
We were saying like a lot of us was feeling sick as far back as December.
Yeah.
And I know that me and the wife and the kids were all knocked out for about 2 weeks, really, really badly. And I've had history with bronchitis and chest infections and things. So for me, it felt normal. But to have both the kids and my wife flat on their backs as well, that ill for that period of time.
Hold on a minute. You've got kids. Your wife being flat on her back weren't such an unusual thing. I'm sorry I had to go there, but pointing out the obvious.
Meanwhile, bringing it back to motorbikes.
Sorry, Amanda.
Oh God.
Bloglet says, so you all can ride now. Good. Borders are closed, but everything else is normal. Yeah, we can ride out, and we are. And I'm going to plug it again. We are got one that's going to happen on the Saturday the 5th. That is in the Iron Horse Ranch House in Cambridge, and people are allowed to go there from 11. I've been asked to put this up, so I'm going to do it several times throughout our show tonight.
And so you fucking should, otherwise you're failing in your contract.
Yes, I'm failing in my contract to Weggy, who's honoured me by having me in on the Suffolk crew. So thank you very much for that.
Hold on, she's stealing Cole's beer again. Is she stealing your beer again, mate?
Is it Carl's beer?
Yeah. And then it was gone. bitch troll from hell.
You have to look after your warden. You have to look after the warden.
I don't know. I mean, let's face it. If his warden normally walks around in a towel.
was going to be diplomatic and not mention that.
Yeah, better keep the towel on. It's my hangout, not Weggy's.
Yeah. To be fair, I've never been known for being diplomatic.
No shit.
I could try.
No, don't bother.
I'd just be boring.
Yeah.
Can
It's
I
what
say,
the NPC, isn't it?
I blame the Yanks.
I blame the Yanks and the Chinese, he says.
Yeah, well, there's a strange story about that, isn't there? There's supposed to be an American that's gone over to China and all this and created the and
I don't give a shit.
I reckon China had unleashed something in Hong Kong to try and get the protesters under wraps, and it got out of control.
why don't they just fucking run them over with a tank? It normally works.
Because they'll have a bloke with a brolly and a hat and a plastic bag stand in front of the tanks and stop them. I watched Traffic Andy's ride video last night. A lot of bikes. I haven't seen that one yet. That's on my to watch list that I should be getting to tomorrow.
Yeah, I've seen his son's video as well. That was a good one.
Oh, that was funny when we was actually following him like he was doing a driving test.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that was a couple of weeks back, wasn't it?
yeah, and he failed after about 300 yards, I think.
Yeah.
It's all right
Yeah.
plugging this one that is popped up now, but what about Skeggy's run? Well, I've had a beer. I can't even remember the date.
23rd of August.
23rd of
23rd.
August. Be there or be square.
23rd of August. Suffolk Green or whoever else heading up to Skeg.
Is it official now that it's the 23rd then? Because last week it was one of the 2 weeks.
No, it's official now. It's going to be
Yes.
the 23rd.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah,
if you
23rd.
If you accepted the Suffolk Crew's invitation to join, you fucking know that.
I only joined today. I haven't gone through hundreds of inputs to see who's doing what, when, where, and how. It was a bioweapon. That's
I
possibly
should be
true.
meeting
One.
you chaps at Skegness.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember. Remember, you come on the Friday, Carl. Okay, remember the Friday.
Yeah. Only if it's raining.
That way, I'm going to say that way is there for the Saturday, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Looks like you're stopping in the man cave, mate.
We're waiting to see you go past, don't worry.
Yeah, leave my fucking beer alone, that's what I say.
Well, I got a bike to prep for the Ava's ride home. Cheers, guys. See ya. See ya. Thanks for coming.
Marty, if you want to come on the Skeggy's ride out, you can come.
Yeah.
Set out now. You'll be here in time.
Well, he probably would, yeah. He's more than welcome to come over, old Marty. He's a nice chap.
He's got a month to get here.
We'll forgive him the motorcycles he decides to ride.
See you, Marty.
Oh,
The hell's that?
that was my bloody phone. Sorry.
He says, I thought it was Sunday. Well,
Yeah,
It is actually Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday the 23rd. Not a Saturday on the 23rd, because the 23rd isn't a Sunday. It's a Sunday, but not the 23rd, and the 5th and 6th and 7th and 8th.
Yeah. Sunday
Yeah.
the 23rd.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
Sunday the 23rd.
What's 8 kilometres?
1.9.
Okay.
I shall be doing a funeral escort tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to be on that, but unfortunately I now can't because I've been asked, to work tomorrow from 10 till 4. So that I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to do, which I will message my friends later on to wish them well for. Bless them, because I'm going to miss that.
Yeah. There's so many things that everybody's missed this year, and everybody will understand why you have to go off. You can't.
Yeah, that was when I really wanted to be there for them, and the way it was looking, literally this time last week, I was going to be there regardless. And even on Monday, it was looking like I could have been there, but on thingy. But then I changed my job overnight, and now I've got to go. They've asked me to go into work, and I can't really afford to not do it.
Do it, yeah.
I must admit, I don't actually tend to go on funeral runs unless I know the person that I'm actually going on the run for.
Yeah. Either the person for or the family, the people.
Yeah, if I know some of the people or whatever, yeah.
I went on a funeral run once, and someone said, "Oh, did you know him?" I said, "Yeah, I bumped into him a few times." I'm sorry, that was bad.
Yeah. You're trying, mate. You're trying. So we're being quiet again, guys. So can we have some questions, please? I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
We'll answer them. They might be not the right answers, but we'll still
I don't
answer
think there's anyone left watching, is there?
them. We got 800,000. So,
Fucking hell, how many?
well, take
Eight.
off the 100,000 off the 8, and that'll tell you how many we got.
Okay. Okay.
8.0.
We don't get very many.
Well, we never did, but that was kind of the point, wasn't it? It wasn't so
Yeah.
much about who was watching; it was just yeah.
It was enjoying ourselves.
Yeah, it's who's free at the time, because some days we get 7 or 8 people that want to come online, and it's really difficult to fit them in. And some days people are having internet problems, like today, Jim can't get on. And some days, and some days you just everybody's busy, and I start 2 minutes to go, and I'm thinking, well, there's only 2 of us. That's going to be a short one, isn't it? And then it all starts to pull together.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it would have been very short if it had been just you and me, Dave, because I wouldn't know what the hell to talk about.
But you were talking for 10 minutes almost straight at the beginning, you know.
That's called diarrhea, verbal diarrhea.
What do you think I do?
I wasn't going to be that rude.
I've got nothing to comment about. I hardly ever go out on ride outs because there's always something that I've got to do. I've got a bike that's downstairs, not moved in 8 months. You know, so it's there's not a lot that I can do. But I'm hosting because it helps out other people to keep this thing going. Over the bad times that we've had, this has brought a lot of us back together and give us something to do in these horrible times.
Hosting because Waggy has inconvenienced us by going back to bloody work.
Yeah,
I know.
isn't it?
Inconsiderate bastard.
So, all right, so that's Weggy's excuse, and we'll forgive him that. Where the fuck is Suffolk Andy?
Hold on a minute. Well, he's at work anyway, but who says that? No, we're not forgiving him because he's probably watching this. So, no, we're not fucking forgiving him.
Well, he used to come on while he was at work, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw him scrape his knees on getting into a lorry one day.
Yeah.
Well, it's shins anyway.
Has everyone got their masks ready for tomorrow? I've been keeping my mask in with me at all times.
I've been wearing masks since the start.
Unfortunately, my wife is the 2 risk categories. She's Asian and she's female. So it's very difficult for her. So I have to make sure I keep safe for her. Otherwise, I wouldn't be worrying about masks and stuff either.
I've got my mask ready.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy.
It doesn't say what the mask has got to be. It's just that your face has got to be covered.
Skeggy, it's not supposed to be a GIMP mask. It's a normal mask that you put over your face.
Well, now you're fucking.
Not a GIMP mask.
You never said that before.
Yes.
Just
You're
look at that.
Supposed to go out where.
Just look at that picture there. If you look at that picture right there, you've got this mask and 2 little bits of white beard that sticks at the bottom and moves as he talks.
Yeah,
that's not.
Looks like a billy goat.
That's a rabbit. He's got a rabbit stuffed in that mask.
Dave, can I whoa, backtrack a little bit. Just fucking backtrack. Back on full screen. I want it. I need it. See this? This, not fucking grey. chrome.
I'll go as far as to say brushed silver.
Right, hold on a minute. I've just realised all the pots are on display. They are clean, but they're on display, so back to small.
It looks like a double Brazilian, doesn't it? Double Brazilian.
Hey, look, I wouldn't even know what you're talking about, mate. I'm still like back in the 70s bush. So
Here's my one, a bit of promotion for our crew. Look, there we go.
where did Dobby go? Where's Dobby gone? Oh, there he is.
I ain't got one of them. It's not fair.
Well, there you go.
But then again, I am only a new member, well, like 4 hours ago.
Oh yeah, true. It was one of the crew members was making them, so I asked her for one. So if nothing else, I can wear that. As long as I don't have to talk because it keeps slipping down. But other than that,
You need to tie a couple of knots in the bits that go behind your tabs, mate.
yeah. Well, that's what I've got to try and do. But I will do that. But yeah, so I've got something. But it was quite weird on Monday having to wear, because obviously that was my first and last day on that job for the test centre, and I was having to walk around with these damn masks and didn't realise I actually put the damn thing the wrong way round, because they said no, the blue side on the outside, and quite frankly I couldn't tell. I don't know if it was my colour blindness, but I couldn't tell which side was white and which side was blue. But hey ho.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he says, what's your take on the GS 650 1992?
It's nice, but I'll tell you what, I mean, it's a lovely bike, don't get me wrong, it's a lovely bike, but if you could get the GSX 650, so much better looking.
See, that's the GS.
Yeah, the GS is a beautiful bike, but if you could get the GSX, I mean, mechanicals, I don't know a lot about it.
I've never ridden one myself. Yeah, the GSX definitely looks nicer.
A mate of mine had one. I've ridden with somebody who had one, but I've never actually ridden one myself.
Well, if that's what you want, though, go for it, mate.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I mean, my mate, he had the GS, and then he traded it in for a GSX same year, in black, and it was beautiful. So, but his first one was blue, but I didn't think it was the same shape tank. I wonder if the decals make the tank look a different shape.
Possibly.
Yeah, I wonder if that, because if you look at the GSX 650 for 1982, Dave, you'll see just how much, especially in black and gold, you'll just see how much nicer it looks. But I tell you what, I mean, I would imagine a GSX or a GS 650 is still going to be an investment these days. You know, you're talking a nice bike.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. I mean, if you get them in good nick, they're going to last you a while.
Yeah, I say, mate, he had the GS. I think in red, but I'm not sure about the shape of the tank. That tank looked different, but
I'm putting GSX and I'm just getting GSs mainly for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't know. GSX, I'm pretty sure it was GSX 650.
Would it be 650F?
Probably. It was black and gold. I know that. I know he traded it in. We're talking 1987 when he traded it in, and he had a 1982 model in 1987. So only 5-year old.
What I'm doing is getting 850s here. GS 850.
Maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. Let me have a look for myself.
Okay.
No, actually, I think looking at this, I think it's the paint on the tank that makes it look different, Dave.
Yeah, probably does.
I think it is. Yeah, if you on the
You share what you've got, and I can put it up.
that's strange.
Because it's easier than me trying to find what it is you're looking at when you've already got it there.
Right, okie dokie. Share
Yeah, but it's a bit like Mackie's. What's his name? He's what they call them, Cafe Racer. He built himself. That tank, it looked really crap when it was in its original paint, where he actually lifted it up.
It's all right.
When he actually put the paintwork on it.
Yes, it's the GT. That's where I'm going wrong. I didn't
Yeah.
realise it was a GT. That's the one he had. That style.
Nice.
It's just a totally different looking bike, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you get a little bit bigger, Dave?
No, he can though.
Can I?
Yeah, you click on that thing that says view
Hold on.
picture,
Right,
view image on the right.
I'll just scroll it and bigger. Okay, maybe I won't.
Do you scroll it backwards? Now, see, do you see those two buttons there? One says view page and one says view picture.
Yeah.
Click the view picture, view image.
Image. Here we go. Whoa!
Yay!
That is
Oh,
a
that
beautiful. I
do like that.
I do like that. It's nice. I wonder what it says underneath it in tiny, tiny writing just there. Maybe it says, Skeggy, you sexy git.
No, it says it says I love Dubby.
Oh, I like that. That's really nice.
No, it's a good looking bike, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love
And
the
it's got
wheels.
the megaphone exhaust as well.
Definitely.
It is
Definitely.
twin cam, very nice looking bike that.
I'll totally ride that one. That is
I
very.
think even Weggy would approve.
Mm.
Not that he's watching, of course.
No, but he's hard. He's hard.
Not that he's watching, yeah.
Yeah, so we all give it a thumbs up.
Yeah. Definitely, especially if you get the GT. I say so. Get the GT.
Get the tunes on it, yeah.
Right, I'm going to stop sharing. Whee!
There you go.
There you go.
My son suddenly decided, because he's got a CB125F that he's been knocking around and enjoying, very much so. He suddenly sent me a picture out the blue last night saying, what do you think of these? And it was the Yamaha 125. It was the Virago version. Is it the XV?
The XV.
Yeah, the XV's Virago 125.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know that Viragos did 125s. I thought they started at 250s.
It's the
No, they do 125.
Oh,
They
okay.
did. Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
better
they
with the XVS. It's better with the XVS, but yeah, the Virago one is just the same.
I did warn him that if we had something like that, not to expect it to have any real pace or get up and go. And when you get up to probably about 55, 60, it's just total out of guts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For starters, it's tuned that way because I think it's got something really low brake horsepower, but it's a great ride for around town areas.
Yeah, it is. The 250 and the 535 are exactly the same. In fact, I found very little difference in terms of top end between the 250 and the 535. I think the 535 would hold 100 mile an hour just about, whereas the 250 probably would only just about get there.
My first ever bike out, I've only had two, but my first bike was a Virago 535. And that was a lovely bike to ride. It was very nice to, it was easy to handle. It pulled away enough, but it never had any real sort of oomph to it. And once you got up to, even on the 535, I found once you got up to 65, 70.
Yeah, you didn't really want to do any more than that.
you'd have to have a little bit of notice. You needed a week's notice to say I want to get up to about 75. 80, you know what I mean?
What I found on mine, because at one point I was living in Spain, so I was doing a 30-minute commute between Gib and Spain for about a year. And what I found was I'm getting to about, I don't know, 40 mile an hour-ish, 45 mile an hour. And I start getting a lot of buffeting, and the front end starts sort of going a little bit, it starts resisting you a little bit, and you settle down, you come down a couple of notches, and the bike finds itself, it's got a sweet spot around about 35, 40 mile an hour. That's where it wants to be. You can do more, but you just feel it. The bike's not happy doing it.
Yeah, well,
like you say, fantastic bike for around town. The 535 particularly looks great, sounds great in my opinion.
Can I just how tall Chris is and how tall your son is, Dobby?
I am
how tall that your son is, and how tall.
I'm about 5'11".
5'11". The reason being is because I've always found the Virago to be a very small bike, very cramped sort of. I don't know. Maybe if you were sort of, I don't know, 5'6", 5'7", maybe you'd be all right. But
I think if I was a stockier build at the time if I had the build I have now, back when bear in mind when I had the 535. I was what 2021. No, but honestly, we're talking about 17, 18 years ago. I had the Virago. So I mean, I've put on weight in all sorts. Yeah. But I mean, hang on a second. Can I?
I just wondered. I mean, I know I've got fucking like orangutan arms that just go on forever. Not that you
no. I mean, I'm 5 foot. I'm 5'8" and a little bit.
Oh, you're a
and a little bit.
I used to be 5'9".
Yeah, I'm 6 foot tall and I've got really long arms.
I think your sort of height, that would the 535 would feel cramped.
Yeah, I do. I've rode it and I feel like I'm like having to pull my arm. I can't get it on. I feel like I'm having to pull my arms in to sort of,
I wasn't anywhere near that bad, but you knew they were more like that, like this as such, and you knew. And to be honest, as he's we haven't measured him for a while, but he's certainly higher than I am, so he's about 5'10", I reckon. I think he'll find them cramped, and because I think he'll also find it too slow.
Is he still built like a whippet?
Ish, in so much that
that's you sitting on the back, isn't it?
I certainly wouldn't have tried this on the Virago, put it that
way. You wouldn't have had the space to do that.
Oh mate, that was fun. I had to ride that home with me sitting on the fuel tank. That was bloody hilarious. That was. That is a fucking beanbag cushion that my wife bought on Facebook. And she says, "Oh, can you go pick it up for me?" I was like, "Yeah, okay. What? It's just a little fucking beanbag thing." I thought, "Oh yeah, no worries. That'll stick under the fucking tribal net." Yeah, right. Okay. Fucker comes to the door with that bloody thing. I was like, "I hope you're taking the rubbish out." She went, "No, this is it." Fucking hell. So I rode it home like that with me sat on the tank.
I was just about to say, was you more slapping on the on the fuel cap?
Yeah, just a bit, yeah.
No chance.
Still, it's a Honda, so it would have made it home.
Yeah.
Jim, did you get your squeaky front wheel sorted?
No, because I haven't seen him for the last week.
Jim, I mean Pete, sorry.
Yeah,
except for today when I arrived home from my first shift and he was just pulling off the driveway because him and his mate popped over to use my power washer to clean their bikes. earmarked things out, get actually properly look at it because I've got to sort him out.
Well, so as you arrived home, they were fucking off after using your power washer.
Is that a service you supply now?
No, I just got several messages and missed phone calls because I was in the middle of my training, happened to look at my phone, saying, Dad, are you home? So I said, no. Well, I was going to come and wash my bike. So I said, well, just go over. It's your home, mate. Just go. When I got back, they were just, him and his mate were just leaving.
You said they'd left home.
No, he can leave. He can live with me or with his mum.
Oh,
and he's most of the time living with his mum just because it's convenient and that's where his friends are. We're both in the same town, but she's in the northwest, and I'm the southwest.
Yeah.
All the school mates and old mates are up that way.
Yeah. I was just thinking for a minute, my kids leave home and then they've come back. Treat, take it from me. Don't ever let them back.
Don't worry. Don't worry, I won't. Once they're gone. That's probably why my Holly is so determined to stay. Bless her heart.
Yeah.
But she's only 15, so I can't kick her out yet. Yet.
Well, they come back and you can't get rid of them again. And as a result, it gives the.
I know they just.
Yeah, what?
Children are for
They
life,
come back and
not
visit
for Christmas.
and bring new kids with them.
They come back, then the kids that are still living at home that haven't actually sort of fled the wings yet.
Yeah.
They're sort of going, oh, I'm not leaving home till I'm at least 30, and you're like, you fucking are, mate. It's like giving the younger ones ideas because the older ones have come back. And you're like, our Josh, he's 17 now. He's 18 on the 31st of this month. And he's like, I'm not leaving home until I'm probably 30, 31. I'm like,
well, I suppose as horrible as my situation is, at least one daughter's already living with the mum. I've got my other twin daughter living with me, and my son just goes back and forwards whenever he fancies.
Oh, you've got twins?
I've got twin daughters, yeah.
Oh, right. Don't know when you found that out. Oh.
Yeah. I've got a son who's 17, is going to be 18 in September, and my twin daughters are 15, who will be 16 in August.
Oh, you're all right. You're safe from Weggy then, but Carl, stay away.
Do you want to see some puppies?
Moist is saying, Darth Peachy, do you have piles?
I've got piles.
Yeah.
Then you need to have the padding on your seat that big.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, it's the sort of fix you only need once.
Yeah.
So a beanbag like that sorts your piles out.
No, but you won't fucking use the beanbag again.
After riding home like that, you won't complain about riding with a beanbag again. Oh dear. No, not good.
That was awesome. So, any of you got any bikes you would like to try riding?
Yes.
Loads of bikes. I fucking would love to have a go on.
Jim has just sent a picture, so I'm going to share it because he's not able to come online.
What's that?
Suzuki G, some Chinese ratings.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like, yeah.
Enlarge it, you dick.
That's it. That's as much as he's.
Oh, come on.
Bear in mind, Skeggy, that photo was taken in 1982.
Enlarge it.
Hold on, man. Skeggy, asking somebody to enlarge their dick is a bit much, isn't it? Come on, man. You're born with it.
No.
Yeah, that enlarged it.
So that one's fine.
I'm a bit worried that
Yeah.
Dave's taking photographs of me.
No, this is on the new hangout crew.
Oh, all right. I mean, I could understand it from Dave, but not you, Dave.
Now, if somebody sends us something through that can't get online, like Jamie's having trouble, you just post a picture on there, and I can put it up here really easy, like you've done yourself with the stuff that you've had. Banana.
I'm watching this. What the hell?
It's a suppository. Yeah.
At least it bends the right way.
Absolutely.
Speak for yourself.
I like yours as straight as a die. I don't want to know.
Jim says GTX 750E. That was.
You carry on. I'm going to send this guy after you.
Which guy's that?
Yeah, I'm just about to show you. Hold on.
Stitch says that looks nasty.
Yeah, if my pecker looked like that, I wondered where I put it.
I'm just intrigued what the pictures are going to be now. I
No,
don't know how to do this.
the GTX 750E is that red bike you just seen.
No, the one Skeggy's threatening to put up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he hasn't done it yet. I've got a massive hard for the Cow 9 Z9 RS 900 RS. Will be a long while before I get one of them, though. Yes, it's going to be a while. I always wanted an MT109, believe it or not, but I ain't going to get that one either.
I must admit, the one of the bikes, because I love the cruiser look as well, and I really have fallen in love with the Kawasaki Vulcan, the newest one, 650. I think they're a gorgeous looking bike, and they're supposed to have a decent poke for them for a 650. So, as a cruiser, I wouldn't mind one of those. But the other sort of thing I'd like to have a little try off would be probably something like the GSXR 1000. Yeah, that in black.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I like them. And it's got that total laid back. You know, it has a completely different feel. That if you're riding that compared to me riding my Susie Bandit,
Yeah.
My right hand probably wouldn't be twitching nowhere near as much as it does on my Bandy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not a bad price either, are they?
No, I think you can get a half. Yeah, you can. I mean, for new, you can. I think there's something like about 6.5 tops.
Yeah.
And to me, that's a hell of a lot of money, and I can't afford that at the moment. But
yeah,
I will. But you know,
GB says, "Yeah, Dubby, it goes like off a shovel."
yeah.
I tell you what bike I would really love to have. After owning the ZZR 600, the old ZZR 600, I would love to have or to get my hands on the 1100. I would absolutely love the original 1100 because it's just a bike that fucking makes you smile. I mean, every time I got on the 600, it just made me smile. You open the throttle and fucking I would love the 1100. Absolutely love it.
That's why I love my Susie Bandit. And everyone takes the piss and says I should grow big boy pads to get a 1000. But my 600 just, I don't know, you know, when you turn it, it gives me that buzz that I really, really love. And I must admit, if I did change it and sell that,
I tell you what, a wiser man than me once said, "It's better to ride a slow bike fast than it is to ride a fast bike slow."
Yeah.
right? If you've got the what was it, the 600 or 650? What year is it?
Well, it was registered February 2000, but it's a 99 model, so it's a Mark 1 600N. And I tell you what, I love it.
Is it a 600 or is it a 650?
No, it's 600.
All right, because most of the bandits that I know from that era have been 650s.
Yeah, I think
I'll tell you what.
years later, I think.
You know what? Me and the missus both went to fucking Morocco on bandit, and we had a fantastic time for the most part. For the most part. There's nothing that you can't do on a bandit that you can do on a bigger bike, really, and not enjoy yourself as much. So don't be in a rush to fucking get a bigger bike. If you're happy with what you got, then stick with it. I'll tell you what, they're not bad bikes at all. They're built well. They're pretty easy to fix when something does go wrong. So if you're happy with it, mate, stick with it.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
a lot of people on liter bikes will want you to have a liter bike, so they justify the reason why they got a liter bike. But if you're happy with what you've got, then you're happy. But again, if you don't try one, then you'll never know whether you'd be happier on a liter bike.
I have to agree. Dobby, you'll have to have a go on mine, mate. 1.9 litres. See what you think of that.
That would do.
Yeah.
The thing is, I know it sounds stupid, but I don't really want to take that step up to 1,000 or 1,200. I've got where maybe I've just got too much for what I want to do. Does that make sense?
Well,
it's having too much bike for what keeps me happy.
yeah,
It's like having the H2. I can understand why people would want the H2, but I also can't understand the point of having an H2 because you can't enjoy it to the full.
totally.
Well, hang on. You could say the same thing about a Ferrari or a Maserati.
Yeah.
And yet people still have them. The whole point of having it is it's a pissing contest, isn't it? It's like, look how far I can piss in the wind. You know.
Yeah, you see, that interests me.
It's not so much about. I mean, look, I get it. I've had two bandits. Would I have another one? Yeah, I'd have another bike. They're good workhorses. They're good all rounders. They're not particularly sexy, but they don't have to be. You can sort of, mask them up and chop them and change them and customize them to practically limitlessly. And you can make them yours and you can make them totally unique and you make them how you want them. But just as they are, sort of off the shelf, so to speak, they're not particularly attractive bikes. So people want to go for something like the nearly said HS2. Then it's not the H. Yeah, the Kawasaki, not the fucking high-speed rail line. And people go for them because they look fucking good out of the box and they sound amazing and they're all glittery and shiny and they're expensive and they turn heads.
But I want the bike I have. I want it to be something that I can enjoy to my fullest, if that makes sense. I want to know that I'm getting out of it what I could do, and it's building. It's building my knowledge up, my experience up, and it builds my fun up.
Well,
I don't want to.
mate.
Just before people forget, that picture that I showed was sent to me by the police. Apparently, there's an exhaust pipe sniffer in Skegness that they're looking for, and that's the local EFIT.
I was told a different thing. The first one with the Superman costume was basically that's the guy that you can choose to come after you, or you can have the second one. I mean, the second one is just me with no hair.
Yeah.
Just no idea who the first guy is.
Yes. Old man bladder, be back shortly.
Old man bladder.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but
Oh, there's the YouTube name.
But yeah, Dobby. I mean, look, I've not owned a liter bike that I can remember. No, I haven't. I've had some pretty quick bikes. H2 do the same speed. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I think when it
yeah,
boils down to
mo-
it, it doesn't like
Mostly, I've had 600s and I've had 250s and I've had all sorts. And I tell you something. One of the bikes one of the bikes I've had the most fun on was a 50cc Suzuki TS. Honest to God, I've had 3 scramblers. I've had the Kawasaki KMX 200. I've had the Suzuki TS, and the other one was I forget if it was a Yamaha or a Honda 125. And that wasn't really a scrambler as much. It was a trials bike, like an off-road bike. Whereas with a TS, that was an outright scrambler. That thing was designed for riding up hills and jumping. There you go, beautiful pic. Riding up hills, doing fucking backflips in midair, bouncing on stairs, scaring shit out of tourists. I mean, me around Skegness, I'd have so much fun on that thing around Skegness.
And don't forget the Skegness is flat.
Yeah, but you've got loads of tourists.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
I used to ride mine up at Europa Point round the lighthouse, and that was largely flat as well. But there was this sort of mound in the middle with a cannon on top of it, and I used to ride up that. And then there was stairs going down to the lighthouse from like a quite a tall cliff edge. And there were stairs going down to the lighthouse, and I used to jump down the stairs on that. Great fun. I mean, on the road, it would do 50 35 mile an hour if you were going downhill.
I've had so much fun on 50cc's and 125s because you can go flat out and you're fucking revving the bollocks off it, but at the same time, you're enjoying it, putting a smile on your face, and you ain't going to lose your license, No.
Yeah.
But I do agree with what I don't know where the comment was, Dave, where somebody says, as long as it puts a smile on your face, basically.
yeah.
And that's exactly what my dandy does.
I've always said the same thing. It doesn't matter what you ride, as long as when you get in my case, and you can only talk from personal experience. If I get on a bike and it makes me smile, you've got the right bike.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a 50cc scooter. If that's what you want, I mean, other people might laugh and point, but so what? That's no different to like sports bike riders looking at a cruiser and laughing at that. Oh yeah, they're only good in a straight line. Okay, mate, if you say so.
See, the thing with that is, I mean, I've been out with I've been out on the Bandit, I've been out on my Kawasaki, and I've gone out with guys on Harleys, on Fat Boys, on Sportsters, on T1, people with T100s, and we've gone out in groups with different bikes. We've had people with fucking the Kawasaki ZZR 1400s with us, like Skeggy's old bike. We've been out with all sorts of fucking people. And at the end of the day, if you're doing a group ride, then you're doing motorway speeds anyways. So, it kind of like you do in the services, you're only as fast as your slowest man. And because if you're out in a part of a group, then that's how you ride. You go as fast as your slowest man. You stick together. You keep everyone safe, and everyone has a great day, and everyone has fun, and then you get home afterwards, and you go down the pub, and you talk a load of bollocks, and then you crawl back to bed, and
Chris,
that's it.
I don't need to go down the pub to talk bollocks.
Come on, a hangout! Yay!
But that is the whole point, isn't it? It's how it makes you feel when you get on it. And every time I come home, I get off with this almighty big grin on my face. I did the run on Saturday, and and we did the big crew, however many of us there were, probably around 40, I think. I don't know. And when you got a little bit of a stretch and people started accelerating away and I opened mine up and it's given me that thrill. Yes, okay, I'm seeing my mate on his 1200 Bandit. All of a sudden it just goes, boom, it goes. Yes, I'd love to know how that feels, but the thing is, what I'm getting, I'm enjoying already. And that to me is more than enough.
Yeah.
You know, it's about enjoying the ride regardless of what you have.
I tell you what, I mean, I had the ZZR 600, and I mean, Skeggy and Dave will know I fucking kept that bike going way longer than it should have been. Fucking way longer, and I was absolutely gutted when it eventually died, and there was just nothing more I could do for it. But then I got the Bandit, and my Bandit was a 2001 model, which meant it was fuel injected. And I was super excited because for me it meant fucking starting the thing up in the morning and it was going to run without waking up all the neighbours. Because on the ZZR I had to open up the pre-throttle, and you'd start the bike up and it was just, and you know when I was working as a copper at the time, so I'm going to work at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning and I've got fucking neighbours shouting out the window, piss off with that fucking bike. it wasn't, it didn't do a lot for my image, let's put it that way.
My neighbours have never ever said a word about the noise my bike makes. To be fair, I've come, if I go out in the morning, I'll push it to drive and then start it and ride off. If I come back late at night, I'll try my hardest to come back as quiet as possible. But I've never really cared about, you know what I mean? Because I always think to myself, they don't give a shit about me. Why should I give a shit about them? You know? But, I mean, it's different if you've got kind, considerate neighbours. But I mean, one side, his fucking dog, him and his missus went to work, and his dog barked all fucking day. Big Rottweiler, woo, 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 woo. No reason whatsoever, just barking non-stop. You know, the other side, you never hear note from them. They never complain, no problems whatsoever. And it's just one of them things where I've just got, fuck it, I don't care. Don't care anymore because nobody seems to care about me. So I'm not going to, I don't. It's like if they was to say, your bike's a bit noisy in the morning, mate, or something like that, then okay, I'd do something about it. But without a complaint, fuck them.
Yeah.
I must admit though, that's the one thing, having the carb and then having the choke. You try it and start it up, and you've got to put the choke on. And it sort of goes to kicking, and then all of a sudden it shoots to 2,500, 3,000 revs, and you're trying to grab the choke to push it back and everything.
You might find that you don't always need to open the choke if it's got a pre-throttle button on it. A lot of bikes have it, not all, but some bikes will have a pre-throttle button, which you push. It's a primer. So it'll prime your bike rather than having to completely open the choke.
As far as I'm aware, mine hasn't got anything like that, so I have to. Even if I've ridden it the day before, she still needs a little bit of help. But I try and get the revs down as quick as possible, just purely out of courtesy to the neighbours. No one has ever had a go at me or whinged about it or moaned about it.
Do you open the choke all the way, or do you only open it halfway to begin with?
I tend to open it about 3/4 of the way, and sometimes she struggles, so I might have to give it a quick push right forward and then drop it back. Okay. She's a little bit temperamental, my little baby.
Yeah.
And you can't take her fully off the choke very quickly.
Well, no, you shouldn't either. You shouldn't. It's bad for the bike.
This says my neighbours are good about bike noise. They love it. And just one quick little thing that I want to mention. Is Old Man Tony still in the chat anywhere? Because we've got a bone to pick with him. 2 hours ago, you released a video called "An Old White Guy in Black Leathers Matters," and you took 61 views away from our live stream because of that. Naughty man.
Bastard.
Yeah.
I bet he's not going to answer now.
Tony, you should know better than that. That's as bad as Epcot Harley. He used to always release a video whilst he was on a hangout or you comment in the hangouts, next thing you know, there's a video up.
Yeah. Not nice, is it? I don't mind if it's before or after. Well, it's hard to do after because you never know when we finish.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's 12 midnight.
It's not a lot of clock.
The bells.
So in 5 hours, I'd have been awake for 24 hours.
Esmeralda.
It's the bells, you know. They make me deaf, you know.
You're doing yours.
Pardon?
What?
Is it a delay?
Dave, isn't it about time you peg something, you know?
Yes, you
Oh,
are
what?
correct.
You've got to plug the run.
I'm going to plug
Yeah,
it in
plug.
at least every hour.
That's it. On the hour, every
Yeah,
hour.
Coombridge boon striping.
Yeah.
Pandemic edition.
Whoever did that poster, they need to put a postcode on there.
Yeah, that would be
I'll have a word with Mackie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
should
Slap him about a bit.
With everybody, but the last meeting I went and he shoved a rum in my hand and he was like, "There you go, mate," and I'm like, "Oh, cheers," and he just sort of got his and went up down the neck, so I did the same, and then I thought, right, I'm not moving from here for about 3 or 4 hours then. Whoops. One way to where's that? Whoa, what?
That's Devon.
Why is Devon there?
Because I double clicked it and it just went to the next one instead of shrinking the picture to where I wanted it to.
That looks nice.
It does.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
where the
social
white.
distance in
the
there,
white
look?
moment.
They're not social distancing, the bastards.
No, your clock makes more noise than your bike.
Oh,
Who's that under?
that's not.
Oh, dear.
No, that's not true.
It is.
No, have you heard my bike?
Yeah, I put me right against the exhaust. And I'm not in the slightest bit deaf.
Hey,
Hey,
What?
What?
Who?
Sorry, listen.
Is there a delay?
Dave,
you,
is there a delay?
hey,
Is there a delay?
white hole spewing time.
what are you doing with that pussy?
Yeah. Hold on, mate.
Anybody who's listening, please look at the screen now so you don't get the wrong idea. It's not what you think.
You know, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to frig a pussy, not wank it.
I'd have a hard job because she's a her.
That reminds me, my mate. He had a cat, and he was telling me how good he is and what he's doing and this, that, and the other. And he phoned me up the other day, and he says, "You know my cat?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "He's a her. She's pregnant."
That's not
in the carver.
That's not good at all. I mean, that poor confused cat, for starters, probably gone through his life being called Tom.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden it's changed.
Yes, Tomalina.
It's fucking worse than that. He's gone his whole life being stroked saying, "There's a good boy. There's a good boy."
Hey, hold on a minute. Now, you go on about that. My old next door neighbours, talk about confusing. My old next door neighbours had a German Shepherd. And one day I heard them shouting the dog in off the back garden and they're going, "Whoa, that's big." Hold on. So one day, shouting the dog in and they're going, "Lady, lady, lady, come on, Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Come on in there. What? You can't call your fucking dog lady.
And call it good boy.
Boy. So
Yeah.
I says, is it a girl or a boy? And they went, it's a girl. Why? I'm like, well, why did you say good boy? I don't know.
Well, that's the age nowadays.
Don't you think about 20 years? It's like, don't you think it's a bit confusing to the poor dog? Anyway, they said, no, it's a girl. That's why it's called Lady. And then later on, it's like, I says, you said your dog was a girl. I said, yeah. I says, why has he got a dick? And it's sat there with its lipstick out, as they do, German Shepherd. And I'm like, that's no lady. He's like, no lady. I've never seen a lady. Well, yeah, okay. We'll get off that.
Never seen a lady that's not been in Thailand like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very large clitoris.
Yeah.
Oi, that kind of language, young man, is Weggy's hangout, not mine.
To be
Sorry,
fair,
I won't say clitoris again.
Good.
use the proper.
What did you say again?
I said at least
Clitoris. Oh, no. Wiggy. I've got to reply to Dobby. I won't say clitoris again. Okay.
That.
Good. I didn't hear it either.
Clitoris.
Sorry?
Man, get your earwax sorted. Clitoris.
Hey.
Carl, can I just say I think you'll find it's called a clitoris.
Coach.
You're a posh one, you, ain't you?
It's a clitoris, sir. And believe me, one knows how to find one.
and you say thesaurus as well, don't you?
I do, sir. I do.
There's one there somewhere.
Actually, I can hear your bike from here, Moist says.
Well, actually, I'm not surprised. But if you can, some bastard stole it.
Transgender dog.
Yeah, what you do? I'll tell you, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, that poor dog went through age of being called lady.
Now I understand the purpose of animal therapists.
Animal therapists.
How come I can read that and I can't read the simplest words from others? I don't know. What's wrong with my head?
Maybe a colorblind, Dave.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Because that's what the excuse I use all. Fucking hell, has Dobby had a blackout?
Come on.
No, it's pussy. That's what pussy does to you.
I thought there was a blackout for it. I thought you got a vowel for a minute, Dobby.
Yeah.
No, tell me about it.
Yeah. Dobby, that's a cat's eye. How comes your cat's eye don't shine like that in the room?
Come on.
Because it's the wrong end.
God, it smells.
What do you mean? You mean you say they actually take cat's eyes out and stick them in the middle of the road? I used to think that as a kid. But I used to say they were cat's eyes. I used to think.
I like this. It could be worse. You could have called the dog Stay. Come stay. Come stay. Come stay.
Stay. Good stay. Oh, God.
Really confused. It could have been called again.
Yeah.
Again? I don't know. Can't stay on much longer, Peeps, because everybody in our household's at work in the morning. So
Yeah. 1:15. Give it 5 minutes because I've been up since 5 myself. So 5 more minutes to say bye-bye to everybody.
What? You've been up since 5 p.m.
5 a.m.
5 p.m.
Sorry, a.m.
Yes, a.m. It's that thing that happens before the sun comes up.
No, I don't do that.
No, you don't. You don't work. I do.
Don't do that. No, I have to take my tablets at 9 o'clock. No, I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock. Just take my tablets.
How's your ferret, Skeggy?
I'll tell you what, the bastards take anything around here. Look at that, it's gone.
You take your tablets, I take my injections.
My warden hasn't been round for a while, so I'm all right.
What did you say, Chris?
So how's your ferret doing?
All right, mate. All right. Funny thing is, it's called Moose, as you know,
Yeah.
and I've got a friend called Moose.
Oh,
Now, I know that's a strange concept to have a friend called Moose.
no, well that's not as strange as the fact that you have a pet ferret, but we'll ignore that.
No, I mean, you got to bear in mind the sort of the social circle I hang about with. There's wear little patches on his waistcoats, and it's got a nickname on there.
Right. Okay.
And one of them is called Moose because he's a big bastard.
Right. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I can see that.
That cat is a cyclops. Oh wait, wrong end.
Yeah. So yeah,
Sorry.
most of my mates do have strange nicknames,
Yeah.
and one of them happens to be Moose. And every time I refer to Moose, and I'm talking about Moose the ferret, he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about a ferret." And he says, "Fucking hellfire." He said, "If your missus wants to come round here and start fucking cleaning my cage out, I'm going to worry." You know, mate starts cleaning your cage out, I'm going to start worrying.
Oh God.
So why do you call a parrot a moose?
It's not a moose. It's called Moose. Not.
Yeah. Well, why give it a name Moose?
Well, the truth is, I wanted a dog called Moose, right? But when we got a dog, it wasn't big enough to be called Moose. It was like a fucking miniature German Shepherd. So
It could have been a one portion Moose.
I called the Parrot Moose. What's wrong with that?
Absolutely everything.
I mean, I'm sure you can see the logic in that, Moose.
Yeah.
You see, we've all,
yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah.
I mean, you've got all got these stupid fucking nicknames now. I mean, you've got like Ralph at the top there, and Dave.
Yeah, but that's not my nickname.
Oh, sorry.
It's an alias.
Night, Jim. Night, Jim.
Good night, Jim. Take care, mate.
I'm sorry, Carl.
Yeah, see you, mate. No, that was my name, but I changed it.
I'm
Night,
right.
Jim.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you in the slightest, Carl. I mean, it's good in one sense that it weren't Jim or Jimmy, because you might have been trying to fix it for people.
Yeah.
Or Gary, you know, who had hit.
Yeah, all glittery and everything. Yeah.
Want to be in one of his gang?
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, you know, when you think about it, our childhoods are fucked, aren't they?
Absolutely.
You know, all of our childhoods.
Same ways up.
You know,
Jimmy
you
fix it.
know the worst thing, Jim? I wrote, hey, Jim will fix it, I'm talking to you. I wrote to you as a child, I wrote to you, and you never fucking answered, you bastard.
Yeah, but I didn't fancy you then.
Either that or my parents thought that's not going to get answered, so I'm not wasting a stamp on that and never posted it.
Probably.
There's a I know it sounds daft, I'm going to ask them now.
Paul says, I go for
Yeah.
a little dog, and it answers to Nubbed.
I remember
No,
when I remember when I was a kid and fucking Philip Schofield was all over kids' TV.
Please, you
And every time I look at him now, I just think to myself, thank fuck I'm not a gopher.
I'm pleased you put TV on the end of that sentence there.
It's really funny though when he came out on Good Morning fucking Britain and he's like, well, yeah, I've got something to tell everyone. I'm gay, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty fucking obvious for the last 30 years.
It was about a good 5 years earlier. I'd sort of get his queer as a man on mod notice.
Yeah.
I've got a chinchilla named Yoda.
Well, that's
a Chihuahua.
No, is it Chihuahua?
Named
Of
Yoda.
course it is.
Chihuahua.
It's a chinchilla.
There's
I'll
no
tell you
doubles
what,
of you in it.
That's even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, Chihuahua.
Actually, I can see a Chihuahua called Yoda though, because they've got the ears, they've
Yeah,
got no fur. They've got
Yeah.
no fur. They kind of look like Dobby, but
I forgot my manners. Fuck off, please.
Stitch, do you paint it green when it comes to Halloween?
Oh, little Yoda, Stitch's little Yoda. It's an absolutely gorgeous dog. I love it to bits. Absolutely love it to bits.
Dobby, talking
Yeah?
class again, mate. No fucking Chihuahua has ever been gorgeous. They are nasty little bastards who just want to bite your ankles.
Oh. You haven't got the class to live with them. He
It's
is actually good.
my fucking ankles they want to bite.
Yeah, well, I'll bite his back if he does that.
I do not get on well with small dogs.
Oh, I tell you what, on a daft note, I actually hate small dogs, and yet I keep meeting all these small dogs and falling in love with them. Stitch has got little Yoda and got little Bean, and they are absolutely gorgeous little dogs. Now, if I was to own a dog myself, I would actually have something like an Alsatian or something like that.
Well, the funny thing is, I like big dogs.
Mm.
My next door neighbour had Yorkshire Terriers.
Mm.
God.
She appeared to be quite upset when I told her that at least you've got two of them. So at least if you run and give them a really good kick up the arse, you'll have a good pair of slippers.
Oh God.
I really don't know why she got offended. I was trying to be helpful. I thought,
I can. Oh my God. Yeah, I can just see how that conversation went. Honestly.
to be fair, they did fucking yap all day long, non-stop.
To be honest, I've always loved dogs, but likewise, I can't stand small dogs because they get under your feet, right? They get under your feet, and it's like you go to a mate's house who's got a small dog, and you don't want to step on the fucking thing, or even worse, if you're doing a job for someone and you go around to their house and they've got a little fucking dog, then you really don't want to step on the fucker. All you want to do is wait till they've fucked off to the other room or gone to work or left you to get on and do the job. And then you sling it out the window. And they come back in and they'll be like, "Oh, have you seen Mr. Biggles?" Nope, he's not in here. I haven't seen him. No.
The Biggles.
You see, you go on about this, about like the little dog situation like that. As far as I'm concerned, it's like, yeah, you can have little dogs, and I'm happy for people. How can you fall in love with his ears, Stitch? He's a fucking dog.
Oh, he's lovely. I must admit, I hate little dogs, but I have fallen for Yoda and Bean. They are gorgeous little dogs.
Wiggy's back in the room just before we're about to close down for the night.
Oh, look. Hello, Waggy.
Oh, Waggy.
Yeah, this is the first time I put this up, Wiggy, so never mind. It's at the end of the show. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
It can be
Like 6 times before.
Yeah, the other 6 times I wasn't going to mention.
No, I must admit, when it comes to small dogs, I've just not had a lot of luck with them. And I prefer a dog that you can see coming. But to be fair, when you get like a Rottweiler on your leg and it starts shagging your leg and you go, "Get off!" and it goes, "Arr." You sort of, what's real?
Yorkshire Terriers are nasty little bastards, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah, they are. I tell you, I've not come across a little dog that's been nice yet. They just don't like me. Maybe they can sense the fact that I don't like them.
Look, you just haven't been to a taxidermist yet.
Look, I mean, my mum's got a small dog. I refuse to admit that I like it. It's a cute little bugger, and she's always there, and she loves you and kisses you and everything, but I do not like it. I'll take it on. As far as I'm concerned, I do not like it. And I told all the family the same thing, despite the fact that it loves me.
I have to say, if I had a dog, I'd have to have a bigger dog. I'd have to have an Alsatian or a Rocky. Alsatians were my most favourite. I've always had this attitude that I've hated small dogs for some reason. And yet, when I go back in life, you know, real old friends had a dog, and it was a little miniature poodle called Pepe, and it was absolutely lovable and to bits. Yeah, I know, but I know it's strange. I can't understand why I fall in love with little dogs when I hate them so much. It's like Stitches, Yoda and Bean. They are gorgeous little dogs. Huh?
Did you say bee or bean?
Bean.
Bean.
Bean, as in baked bean.
Who calls a dog bean?
I don't. Well, Stitch. You have to ask Stitch why you call Bean.
Same people who own chihuahuas apparently.
I mean, Yoda, I get it with the ears, but what the fuck? Is it red and round? What's going off with a bean?
Oh, don't. She's a gorgeous little girl. Bless her. Oh, don't.
I'm sorry, Stitch. I don't mean it.
Yeah, because you upset Stitch and you don't want to do that.
Nobody wants to upset Stitch.
See, with a chihuahua, I'd understand if you'd have called it. I'd understand if you'd have called it Prune.
Yeah. The trouble is, out of all us five here, I'm the closest to Stitch, and I'm probably the one that get it. So I don't know.
Good luck.
I don't know Stitch. I'm not dissing her dogs. So
I'll tell you what, Stitch is lovely. She's a wonderful person.
I'm sure she is. It's the dogs that are in question.
She says, I got them as companion dogs. I can't walk a dog.
Fair enough.
So I need to be small so that they can run around. No, you got it
totally
wrong. What you want huskies. So when you're on your trike and you run out of fuel, the huskies can just pull you.
Absolutely.
I tell you what, I've had a husky, and they are bastards to train.
Yeah.
Absolute bastards. They will do anything you ask them to, as long as they want to do it.
Yeah.
The moment you tell them, come here, and they don't want to, it's like...
You look into a husky's eyes, and then when you've looked into its eyes, you tell me you trust that dog.
Yeah, no.
Because a fucking a husky's eyes, when you look into them, you're just like, yeah, you're not fucking listening to a word I say, are you? It's just like, you're just going to do it.
I've walked one off the lead. I've had my arm down his fucking mouth. I've had all sorts, and you know, I mean, I trusted that dog, and I felt like I could walk anywhere. I could go anywhere with him off the lead, whatever, it'd be fine. He always walked by my side. He would not leave my side. And then one day, we see a neighbor walking his dog. Boom, he's off like a fucking shot. So I'm calling him back. I'm like, come here. No,
Satan, come here.
I tell you what, that's what my wife called him. He bit my wife. She weren't my wife at the time, but yeah.
Trying to tell you something.
She did not appreciate it. She had a small dog at the time. And we'd given this one a bone to chew on, like a pig bone, fresh out of the butcher's. And this other, the small dog that she had at the time, went sniffing around this pig bone, and he starts growling at the smaller dog. So Amanda grabs the fucking pig bone off of him and says, "No, well, you don't do that to a dog that big." So, and he was pretty quick to remind her of that. So he bit her hand, fucking made a right mess of it. So yeah,
I'd have a dog like that. That'd frighten the fucking neighbours.
You don't need a dog to frighten neighbours. Just take a picture of that and hang it on the wall.
Hello.
So Weggy says, Stitch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty soon, Weggy's quite good. He's learning. Pretty soon he'll be on.
I like puppies. Puppies are nice. They get me little girls and boys.
Behave yourself. Or is it Jim?
They won't let you out of jail, you know.
Don't care.
By the way, Jim, you do realise that your bungalow up in the Peak District's been fucking raided by now, and it's not in very good condition. All the fucking urban explorers have been in there, mate.
Stitch
That
is
is
saying,
true.
That I'd call a little dog that. Boy, Canuck, come here.
Oh,
I
poor
like
little
that. No, I
okay,
like that. That's a
ladies
good
and
name.
gentlemen, I'm going to call it a night here because I'm starting to get very tired.
Yeah, good night, you
Yeah,
little
okay,
Canuck.
mate.
Good night, you Canucks.
Yeah. So we're going to say good night to everybody that's commented today, mainly Weggy and Stitch for their very few comments. We got Paul, Jim, and Moist, which is always a good one. He's always here helping us out. Got old man Tony somewhere. We got Big Bag Biker Baz. Got Kenneth, Vlognet. Lots of people today. Don't forget. Yeah, I keep calling you Vlognet because VLOG Vlog NET Vlognet.
Falknit.
Yeah. So we're going to say goodbye to everybody. So, Dubby, parting words.
Parting words. First of all, I'm really looking forward to. I hope it's the 23rd of August that we're doing Skeggy Run. Be great to see everybody firsthand, and everybody just look after themselves, enjoy themselves, have fun riding, and behave. Not.
And Darth Peachy.
Good night, all. If you can't be good, be careful.
And Skeggy Cruiser.
Hello, ladies. How you diddling? All right, Al? Hope you're keeping the rubber side down, shiny side up, and all that, and just enjoy life because it's too fucking short.
And Rolf Harris.
Dobby, you keep your hands off me. Night, night, all.
Oh,
And as for me, welcome to the show. I hope you're going to have a good show tonight. And every time I do this, I keep rubbing my hands for some reason. I don't know why. So everybody have a good night, and we'll see you next weekend, hopefully on Wiggy's channel. And in the meantime, don't forget that on the 5th of September, you've got a nice little meet to go to in Cambridge. So I'll leave that there while I just finish off these comments. So, laters all.
See you,
Good night,
Meg.
Stitch, Yoda and Bean.
No, no.
Night.
No, Stitch.
Yeah, night, guys. Thanks for the laughs. Have a great week. Ride safe. Catch you all next week. I'll be hosting next week. Yay!
Yay!
And I'll be getting very, very drunk.
You're going to be in the field? Where the hell are you going, Stitch?
Yeah. Never mind. Okay. Thanks for everybody. And we'll see you all next week. Ta-da.
Bye.
Bye. And thanks for coming on, panel.